and welcome back to Campaigns of the Plains. This is another D&D week, so we will throw it over to Travis for shoutouts.
Hey, everybody. This week, didn't have any questions come in, but we got plenty of shoutouts to make to our ever-growing community. Talonroo Travels, GURP Streaming, Role-Playing, Clever Entendre, Crit Seekers, RJ Quest Giver, Washburn IL, Roll Attention, Print My Dragon, D&D for Losers, Constructed Chaos, Highest Fantasy RPG, Rick PFDMO, Krelloin World, D&D Blender, Deep Daddy Dungeon Dwellers, Undead Dice, Lacey McLuth, Dungeons and Pop, WDMDND, A Fool's Quest Podcast, RPGs with ERP, Tales from the Tome, Regal Rollers, Dungeon Weaver Games, The Derpwood, Nat One Official, Careful Cantrip, Adventure Awaits Podcast, Homebrew Point of View, Griffin Lore Games, Maximum Roll Entertainment LLC, Charisse Austin, Painted Squid, The Nat 30s, Crumpets and Kerosene, Homeforge Games, Hope for Initiative, Same Crit, Different Day, Were Rat Studios, Initial Roll, NPCs D&D, Retrobeard, Dungeons, Dragons, and Dice, CBH Pod, Adventures in Alberon, Blue Collar DM, Cheaper by the Dungeon, Moose Aboot, Max Cummings, sorry, Max. That's a real guy, I think. Anyway, Imp Apothecary, Cinehaze, Game Night IG, The Worst Day RPG, BKO NMI, ABC D&D Pod, and finally, we just want to reach out after all that long list to say thank you to the Game Chest community. Game Chest is a local store and lounge, gaming store and lounge, run by the amazing Amanda Warmers and her husband and Gabend, and we thank everyone who has been supporting us through social media, watching our videos, passing the word along. It means a lot to us, being a fledgling little podcast or show or whatever the hell we are. Hey, to the dozens and dozens that liked us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all those this week. Thank you so much. We grew in leaps and bounds this week, and we can't wait till next week. So, hey, if you know a friend that is interested in this stuff, make sure to pass us along, share our posts, like us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're trying to produce more content for that each day. We're producing new content here each week. And hey, thank you guys once again so much.
And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell.
Ding dong.
Smash it.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Is that all this week?
That's this week.
So
Holy Toledo!
That's one of those maybe
that likes, follows, shares.
Can you just make that scroll?
Every time a notice came in, I recorded it. So I was very good this week. So yeah.
Way more dedicated than I am, just saying.
Also, for your chance to have questions answered just by us, either in character, about us, about our games, message us, and we'll probably answer them in our recordings. So
message our social media inboxes or Travis, because he compiles all of our messages.
I've been on the internet.
Holy shit.
Have you?
All right.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So that's all I got.
Does anyone else have anything else? Or does everyone want to read a novel?
No, never mind. We can't because this
Nope.
is in the future, in the past, in
Yep.
the future past. Okay.
Yep.
Does anyone want to just read a novel? I mean, we have novels right here.
Soup after that.
Oh, yeah.
Are you guys interested in the complete works of Anne Rice? I can.
Hey, there's Scott Pilgrim up there. I've been meaning to reread those.
I only have the first 4.
There's Bioshock books.
But I have the colored.
There-
I don't know.
There's
We're gonna
all
have
of
to
them
do
out
that
now.
censorship
all of
beep.
them are colored?
You
Well,
know,
I
just so we don't get.
You
in
can
trouble.
call out things.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
There's like there are actual limitations.
Like that huge Nike
Yeah.
swoop on your chest.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh. Or the fact that every week we record, I just wear this sweatshirt now.
I mean, I'm wearing a Nintendo T-shirt. I mean,
I know.
Yeah, it's fine.
I wear my big.
Yeah,
papa
we're gonna
all
have
the
to
time.
censor that. No.
and the
I can read
PlayStation
from-
hat.
I can
Oh,
read
yeah,
from
no.
the Explorer's Guide.
Actually,
from
they'd
Wild
probably be
Mountain.
okay with this.
Mm-hmm.
Apparel's fine, but branding stuff
Like books.
no, like any equipment.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Oh.
all of our things are covered.
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah.
Back to you, Matt.
Oh,
I don't think we have any more announcements.
Mm.
not yet. We don't have merch yet.
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 What kind of merch would you guys like?
Oh, yeah. If
That's
you
the
see this
question.
and you have some ideas about merch that you'd like to see, put
But
that
you
in
know
the
how
inbox, too.
sometimes Duke summons flumps?
Oh,
You can buy one for me.
yeah.
And if you're nice, and if you request it, maybe Duke will chuck it at one of us before we mail it to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Get some
you know what?
sweat all over.
Let's make sure to drop link to her Etsy shop in on
That's it. Right?
this video,
Uh-huh.
so that
Decide-
if you wish
No, just
to
right
buy
below.
one of
Oh, it's buried below me?
the
Okay.
Alicia's handmade
Okay.
items,
Oh.
please visit her Etsy shop. We'll have a link under the
Somewhere.
video when it debuts.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure. Make
so-
me fucking remember to do
You
that.
know what? I wrote this list. Okay, I did my part.
And I spend like 16
And
hours.
Okay,
on
okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fade to black at this point.
This
All
is
right.
all, this is,
Hey,
this can be
I
cut out,
have
it's
one
fine.
more announcement. Let's all just
Oh.
take a minute to appreciate Christian, who edits all the videos and
Right.
uploads them all to YouTube
Right.
every week. And I think it's driving him a little crazy. So, you know,
It might
send
be.
him some love and appreciation
Yeah.
and some shout outs. And watch him stream on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you might
See him edit a
even-
video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hopefully moving away from having to do that, but we'll see.
But yeah, put a comment down there in that
We'll also
comment
link
thing down
Christians, can you link Twitch? We're gonna link Twitch.
We'll do it. We
the
do a
whole
thing.
Twitch.
Yep,
everything.
the whole website.
Maybe stop.
All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and
Let's do the thing that we came here to do.
Yeah. Okay. So, who wants to recap what we did last week?
Oh, I got notes.
Do you have notes?
I drew a picture
Do it.
of an organ zombie using his intestines as a lasso.
Mm.
See?
I mean, that's close.
that's-
Sure.
that-
Not inaccurate.
Is that like the lasso truce, but it's the lasso gross?
Oh, I like that. Yeah, it makes you vomit.
The lasso. Oh.
Let's see. So zombies were a thing.
Yeah.
I hate zombies.
But we didn't kill Kudath, I guess. And then we have to keep him overnight before we can go to the mountain. Our friends in the mountain sent us help in the form of guards in disguises, we think. Well, I don't know, because I'm not there.
Yeah, you don't know about that.
We split the party because it's always such a good idea.
That's our favorite thing to do.
Duke cockblocked me.
oh my god.
Accurate. Accurate.
Did you write that down?
Is
No.
that
Oh.
is that the right
She
terminology?
doesn't need
though?
to write it down.
Clam
Clam.
block.
Clam block?
Clam catched? Clam.
No.
Clam slam.
Clam.
No, that's actually if you do it. You just call it clam.
Okay.
So I made a pillow fort instead.
Clam clock. Clam blocked.
Let's see. So the party is split as thus.
Beaver blocked.
Beaver
Beaver
block.
block. I like that.
I was
Yes.
looking for the same, but yeah, I did go beaver.
That was good.
Okay, so it's Duke, Sapphire, Rosemary,
Something about that
and
group
the
now.
unconscious
The beaver
Kudath
breakfast?
at
The
the
beaver
bar at the tavern. And then Chatz, Rowan, and Finnick decided, hey, you know what would be fun to go get murdered by more zombies, so they are gonna go and help save the village because they're good people.
Oh, because the guy's gonna fix the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hopefully. Or they're all going to die, and it's just going to be the Duke and Sapphire show.
We've been
Leave it to Beaver over here.
So we've been mowing down zombies on our way to the gate after saving 3 villagers, and one of them is the smith. So hopefully he can repair the gate where the zombies are pouring in from. And so we're kind of mowing down zombies and working our way that way.
Mm-hmm.
We're so fucked.
It's going to be the Duke and Sapphire show.
Also, I just have to ask if you can let us know when we've reached our hour mark. I've been chilling, trying to...
Oh, yeah. I mean, you guys... these guys are still in combat.
I know they're getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
we're all taking a short siesta.
Right.
That's why I built a pillow fort.
Right.
Also, remember, we have
blanket
the
tent?
telepathic chat room.
You do.
We do, and Sapphire only knows how to address to all.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's just
how
like
hard does
it's
that
like a
work?
group text message.
Is there any limitation? Space?
I forgot to look up that spell before now. I was going to, and I forgot. Oh, I found it.
It's too late now.
There's... Until the spell ends, her communicate telepathically over any distance.
Cool.
Can't extend over other planes, though. But it lasts for an hour.
Right down, we need to go back to that plane to do the body.
So when our short rest is done...
It's probably
So
been
we'll
done
be
for
done.
a while, but oh well.
No,
Creative
he
liberties.
said like 20 minutes. It's been like 20 minutes since I left, I think.
No, it's
Our
been
fight with
40
Kudath.
minutes.
So we got 20 minutes left of talking.
Yeah.
Mind
Assuming
thoughts.
she recast it.
But
Well-
do we all need to be nearby for her to recast it?
Within range of her, so
Yeah.
yes. It is a ritual spell, though, so she can do it.
But we're not all within range.
Correct.
And it's really kind of redundant for the
But
three
I
of
mean,
us
if
sitting in a room
she
together.
needs to send one of you out, then she at least and the 2 others.
I'm
can-
not leaving this place.
Excuse me.
I know. I was
Sapphire
making generalization.
is under the impression that Rowan is leading her friends to their death, and she is not going to come help him.
Friends? So kind.
Mhm.
Well, her father figure and her
Friend?
friend.
Friends.
Friends.
So-
Finnick would be so mad if he found out you were trying to bump clams.
Ever? No.
Trying to eat that.
Only Duke knows.
Try to talk to that fiery bush.
Duke doesn't talk to people
Doesn't she have
about
redhead?
anything.
She a redhead? Or am I just imagining
Let me
her as a
double
redhead?
check.
No, I'm pretty sure she's a redhead.
Like Rosemary sounds like a redhead.
I'm sorry, Matt hit all of my check marks when he described her.
Well, she's from Ireland.
She has
so-
auburn hair.
That's red, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
What color eyes are hazel?
Her eyes are green.
No, but what does hazel mean?
Oh, it's
It's
brown,
like-
isn't it?
No,
I
it's
always thought it was like
isn't it?
green-gray.
No, it's like a
light
green.
brown.
That's so confusing.
No,
Sorry,
hazel
that's-
can be 2 different varieties.
Yeah.
And it's either more green or more brown.
Oh, yeah, there's green and brown, according to this picture.
So confusing.
Weird.
I don't get it. Sorry, that was a thing Eric's trying to figure out in his real world.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, anyway, yeah, does anyone have anything else they wanted to add to that?
I seem to recall that as we ended last session, I heard something behind me. I was up on a roof,
Mhm.
and I went to scramble off the roof, and I was kind of snatch the ledge and then claw my way down the building type of deal.
That happens, and then you guys moved on. I thought.
Yes.
That
Oh,
was
did we already do that?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're moving.
Okay, yeah.
And what's his name? I can't remember because that was a week ago, right?
Mm.
The Smith?
Yeah.
Alor?
Back now.
Aylor.
That's
He-
what
like
yeah, he's
Aylor.
behind us.
He's
Yeah.
now every time you
like
say that, I think of alloy.
catching.
Oh.
Yeah, we're moving in a
Yeah,
pack, I
Aloy.
believe.
Aloy?
Yeah, kinda.
Aloy, yeah.
Pushing the
that's
line.
right.
Yeah,
So that's who's traveling with us in my head.
more concerned
It's
about
probably that's what
gaining
Rosemary
ground right
looks like.
now.
Right.
Oh,
That's
and
closer.
also there was the old lady cast
Check
magic
my box.
way down
Rosemary, I'm sorry.
that I
That's
told
fine.
you guys
I get
about.
it.
So
I'm
Okay.
not mad that you're imaginary cheating on my imaginary imagine.
Right. Yes. So, to kind of encapsulate some of that rambling, the party split.
Welcome to the ranch.
You guys managed to finagle a place to stay, and you boarded up the walls and windows and whatnot, with Kudath, Rosemary, Duke, and Sapphire. And then the 3 of you ran off to Town Square, where you saw 2 heavily armored individuals that were fighting off a hoard, as well as a large, single giant armed man that was pounding into Aylor when you guys got there. He's pounding him into the ground.
Pounding.
Yep. that you guys managed to slay. There was slay. Like a horde surrounding you that you guys were poking at. On the far side, there was the ranger on top of the Slayer's provisions that you guys recognized as the woman that owned it. Let me double check her fucking name. Eleanor is her name.
Eleanor.
Franklin.
Eeyore.
Yeah. There's
And
some.
Bess? I think Bess was the one.
Oh, I was just saying like or names.
Oh.
Eeyore. Lenore.
None of those are in here.
Bother.
But anyway, yeah, Bess was the other armored individual that had a pole arm. She was trying to keep Aelor safe. Bess with a B.
Bess with a B.
Yep. You guys made your way down. There were several infected on the top of the roofs that were trying to like pull you guys and land on you and whatnot. You guys managed to clear some of those out.
Yeah, they're
I had a lot of crits last week.
You did. You were
I've
rolling.
got pictures
Like
of all of those
7,
crits.
I think.
That
Yeah.
was impressive. But yeah, you guys managed
This
to clear.
week.
We'll see.
Probably not.
7 ones.
All right.
Right.
7.
Oh.
11.
Shush.
Whatever, we'll die. It's fine.
Anyway, so yeah,
Chessboard here.
you guys managed to clear out the rooftops a bit with some help from your allies. But when you guys were getting down, you did hear some more commotion from behind you, which you would know is back where the tavern is. But you jumped down and you guys started making your way south along the main thoroughfare, fighting another large horde. You did see the older woman that seemed to be doing some magic. You couldn't quite figure out what it was or who it was, but they seemed to be helping defend some people from some zombos.
Are they closer to the gate, or are they down one of the side streets, like close to what we're coming up to?
Like, if you guys keep heading towards the gate, they will be on your left-hand side.
Okay.
Like not far in on one of the side streets.
I'll let them know kind of the distance.
I just feel like that's what we look like.
Yes. Oh my god, quick.
There were, like we said before, there were some guards that you guys noticed had some daggers on them that were helping you.
We have them with us funneling zombies
Yep.
in.
They're on the sides, helping you kind of finagle your way through.
I recall I have about 5 or 6 crossbow bolts loaded with holy water. Whether or not it's doing anything, we don't know, but it's not hurting anything.
Right.
I mean, hopefully it's hurting something.
Right.
Well, yeah, definitely.
So yes, you guys were slowly with your little bubble helping Aelor make his way down the thoroughfare to try and fix the gate. And you guys are currently surrounded in your little bubble. So that's what we'll pick up. So as you guys are slowly making your way, we'll roll for initiative in a bit. But you see this large horde in front of you, and like you all think to yourself, and maybe to each other, as you can, for a small period of time, talk to each other. But you're all thinking like this is insurmountable. Like everyone seems pretty weary. I mean, even Aelor and Bess look pretty fucked up. And you're like, I don't know if I can actually get through this. And then as soon as you're thinking that, you see, as tonight is a very moonlit night, being a double moon, the light starts to slowly fade away from your immediate vicinity as you look up and you see that there's a cloud covering that seems to be covering up the double moons. And with that, you guys would all notice pretty easily that the frenzied guards that were attacking each other and other zombies, they seem to immediately snap out of whatever was preventing them from having their own faculties, essentially. And their bodies are ripped to shreds. Their armor is gone. They're literally just naked, hairy, were creatures like were-rats, were-tigers, all of the varieties around. Like you would see them from behind you, like in the town square. They were just all around you fighting each other. But they immediately take notice of what you guys are trying to do, and they you can see it from in front of you and behind you, but they start making their way closer to this horde to try and help you guys. They definitely do still look pretty fucked up themselves, but with the sheer number of things, you immediately think, oh, maybe we have a chance. Like, maybe we have a chance. But that's what you guys immediately see. So go ahead and roll for initiative, and we will keep going with the zombie horde.
Fucking God.
That's not what I wanted to use it on.
Another natural 20?
Mhm.
Goodness. Goodness gracious.
What's the date today?
The 5th. Yep.
Okay.
Well, when we had our other D&D game, he didn't roll very well, so
That's good, right?
you can use all that
I
luck here.
didn't.
He rolls against me in the other
Sorry.
game.
I roll like shit, and then when I'm a DM, it's just like fucking first game TPK because I can't roll anything less than a nat 20.
That's why you fudge rolls.
That I learned that quick.
Oh, yeah, you have to. You have to. If I hadn't fudge rolls ever, you guys would be dead
Like I
20
know
times
people
over.
are against that,
Meta
but I'm
game?
like
Absolutely.
We make dumb choices. Players make dumb choices,
It's
and
not even
sometimes you
that.
just need
It's
to not
just
let them
my
die.
rolls
Well, I mean,
sometimes
it's
are just
just
like,
like-
no.
Right.
you put them
Like,
in
that's
that
not
narrative.
fair. Like,
Is your initiative still higher?
My initiative is slightly higher than yours, so if we ever tied, we'd have to have a roll off. Well, no,
No, your dex mod's probably
Yeah.
higher than mine.
but if I rolled like a 19, we'd have to have a roll off because
Oh.
our dex is the same.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, did,
Or we just go at the same time.
Yeah, that too.
yeah, that works. Okay.
Dex.
It's plus like 4, I'm guessing.
Plus 5.
5.
Oh, you guys both plus 5. Okay.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm only plus 4.
Oh.
I'm a rogue. It's what I
I
do.
always have the smallest deck.
Show me your deck.
Show me your deck.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Okay, so what are you keeping track of initiative then?
I can.
Please and thank you. I mean, you're not doing anything. You might as well.
Oh.
What? Okay.
Just looking. Just waiting.
Don't mind me just watching.
I still have my OG journal where I used to keep track of initiative in the journal, and it's written like sideways, and I gave all of the characters random names.
yeah, I remember that.
Updated the
Maybe like green
script
rat.
on this, so
Mm-hmm.
it still has Ember.
Oh.
Oh, what's they at?
Yeah. New character, who dis?
Who dis?
All right.
Oh, I'm not in this.
I feel like that could be a one shot.
You're not
The
in
search
this.
for Ember.
Like whenever we get to like
All right.
what we want to do,
Chatz.
I'm interested.
All
Or I just
right.
need to wrap up what that
24.
Rowan.
25.
Ugh.
Finnick.
15.
I mean, you beat the zombies, if that
Alright.
makes you feel any better.
No.
Because they got a whole 3.
Perfect.
You just want to run them all together?
They're a horde.
I got a 0.
Yeah, you did.
You
Actually,
can't have a
you
0
a null.
if you haven't rolled.
Yeah, she has a null, you're right.
Is that
All
with a
right.
G? A null?
No, but
I
yes.
understand.
Duke, you want to play chess?
Because you're not
Like the
playing
old
with
days?
Chest?
Yeah.
Not her old days, but his old days.
Right.
Hmm.
She would know that that's what they would do.
All right. Well, that puts Rowan first.
Okay, what you doing, Rowan? So, paint the scene again. You have a Alor who is pretty fucked up. His armor is caved in places, and he was gushing blood before you gave him his healing potion.
He's carrying a bunch of tools anyway and behind us, right?
Yes, he's carrying a bunch of tools like in the center of you guys, so he's not taking any more damage.
Mhm.
But you guys are kind of in a little bubble around him, so you can start making your way that way. South.
Are you phalanx tanking him to the door?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So
So I notice, probably with my passive perception, that these
Mission.
were creatures are kind of coming back too,
yep.
or at least they're not like mindlessly doing things.
Like you would all hear it just from the sounds of like there'd be a cacophony of like roars and scrapes and claws and just.
Now it's just actual talking.
I mean, now it's more just whoa, as it's just the zombies that are making sounds right now.
Is there one within shouting distance? That...
Oh yeah, there'd be dozens.
Okay. I'll or while I'm attacking, before it doesn't matter.
Sure.
I'm gonna point my hand at him and be like, "Are you good?"
You just point at a random were creature.
Yep.
They're a little disoriented, but they're like looking around and they see you're pointing at them and making eye contact, and they're like,
yeah, you.
They're like, yeah.
Then get the fuck over here.
Planning on it. And he like
Bring your buddies.
elbows his friend who he was just fucking up. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, they probably couldn't kill each other, could they?
I mean,
any silver.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm just gonna attack the horde in front of us to try to gain some ground here.
Sounds good.
Do my 2 attacks. My lowest is a 15.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay. Staff. There's an 8. Yeah, that 8. 15, 22 plus 12 is 34.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to. Did you have any more attacks? Or
No, I just
the 2.
not sure.
And then you have your
I'm spent.
You have your offhand attack.
Oh yeah, that's a thing that exists.
Yes.
It's 24.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll some more damage. I mean, you're definitely gonna kill at least a couple. But...
Shit. It's a 6.
Yeah. So you crack a couple of them in the
Well, sorry, 7.
I mean, regardless, you go and smack 2 of their heads together, and their heads just collapse right in front of you. And they definitely took the brunt of it. But you're getting better at killing these things. You're figuring out, just destroying the head is pretty easy. Pummeling them in their stomach doesn't really do much. But yeah, you managed to take out a couple right in front of you. And you can fill that area then and just keep, because I mean Bess would continue with you.
I mean,
are you letting her take the lead, or are you trying?
No, because she looks pretty messed up, right?
She is pretty fucked up, yeah.
I'm assuming that you know what, I'll turn around and be like, why don't you try to stab him from over our shoulders, and I'll like motion for Chatz and Finnick to kind of fill the space, so we're kind of phalanxing it
in a V. Okay,
yeah.
Sounds good.
I'll take the middle.
There would definitely be obviously more to the front. They are surrounding you, but there's less on the back side. You guys have slowly started to plow your way through this this small little horde.
Well, then I'll let her handle the back stuff and keep Aenor safe.
Sounds good.
Aenor?
Aelor.
Aelor.
It's Aelar.
Okay.
Aelor. Okay, sounds good. She just nods her head at you as she's still focusing on stabbing and not really focusing on talking. But she's like, yeah, sounds good. Did you want to do anything else? Are you good?
I'm good.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. I settle up to his left side, and I'm just gonna attack with just raking across the hordes with my rapier and my short sword.
Okay, give me a couple more attacks. Excuse me.
Sure, why not? Oh, that's a natural 1.
Technically, that has to fail, unfortunately. You
Yeah.
still might hit, technically, with just their AC being so low, but you have to crit fail. That's part of it. Part of the game.
Total is a 12.
That technically would hit.
Yes.
But, unfortunately, you have to miss.
That's a fat oof right there.
So, you take a swipe, and it goes in an opening right in their chest where their skin is just completely gone. So you manage to just
poke right through a hole.
Like
right?
using a rapier on a skeleton.
It's like ringing a bell.
He's definitely a little disoriented by it, but
and then
confused.
my short sword. Natural
There you go.
20.
so you get your sneak attack and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So feel free to,
roll 47.
yeah, roll 600 million d6s.
Please. Are you going to have enough?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I only need 10 for my sneak attack.
Only.
Jeez.
What's the average of that?
Oh, wait. Actually,
gotta
because
be
it's my short
37
sword,
or
that
something
uses
like
an
that,
E6 too, so 12.
like 45 or some bullshit.
See if I crit, I'd still use more dice instead of taking the double on the die. Just to roll more dice.
Right. You
Just
like
to hear that
you like the
tactile
clicky
sound.
clacky, yeah.
This is amazing right here.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Not,
Couple successes.
no, it's not in post.
I'm sure it's not, but
This is a very average roll.
it's fun to listen to. Like,
Just it could be.
I think he disagrees.
And it's even worse when you're doing it when people are talking.
oh, because you can't filter it out.
No, you can't.
I don't know what you're
18,
talking about, Christian. What are you
28.
talking about, Christian?
That's terrible.
I can't count. 28 plus 9 is
He's just doing math. That's fine.
Yeah.
28
28 plus 9 is
37.
37 plus.
It's way too early in the night for bad math.
Right? You haven't
You see
even
me
had
count on my
anything.
fingers sometimes?
You're the exception, not the rule.
43.
Yeah. So you
I feel like that's what I call. Then
you said yeah.
I said 37.
yeah, it was
You said
close.
47.
I said-
You were
I said-
on
I said 45.
47, yeah.
Anyway, it was 43?
43.
43? Okay. Did you want to do Savage Attacker on any of that?
I think in Jeopardy rules you're closer because he busted the
Nah, it's
No, I said
Oh, I
40.
went
I said
over.
43.
I went
you
over,
said
so I'd bust.
sure. So
Like Price is Right rules.
You said you
I
went
said-
over.
I went over like a 4.
Okay.
I rolled all the damn. See, the lowest I got was a 1 and a 2, so I'm re-rolling those. So 3 points of damage might turn higher.
Okay, so 43.
That's cocked.
Yep, that's correct. So instead of 3, it's 6 damage, so add 3 more, so 46 damage.
Okay, sounds good.
That's what I
Savage
did.
Attacker.
Oh, I still lost. 'Cause I said 15.
And then,
So close, so close.
what was I gonna do? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna roll. No, my rapier missed, so.
Correct. You don't
I
get
don't-
the
yeah.
temper hit points.
It's fine. I still have some
Unfortunately.
temp from it. So I'm pushing ahead with the rest, so that's gonna be my turn, I think.
Sounds good. Yeah, you eviscerate. So instead of going for the head, you swipe down at the torso and you just cut them in half. And like as soon as they are disconnected from their body, their heads just fall over and smack into each other and fall on the ground.
Mhm.
So like their bodies just like crumple in on each other. But you managed to make another little pathway for you.
I like to pretend he cut him in half and then just took his sword and made it into like a puppet.
Oh.
And then he like chucked the upper part. And you just see the arm going, and it like smacks and just like busts its head open.
I like
That's
it.
not how I see that happening.
Okay. Anything else? Or you good?
That's action, bonus action,
A little bit of
and
movement.
a little bit of movement with the rest of the pack, so.
Sounds good. Okay. Eric, what you got?
I just rolled the third natural 20 when I'm just test rolling on this
Oh,
die.
really?
I will probably just take swings with my sword.
Okay,
And a couple
sounds good.
rapiers.
Do you have like fire or ice or anything on your sword?
Nope, I don't have anything on those swords. It was just on the
On the bow.
bow.
Okay.
And at this point, I don't risk doing anything. So.
Okay.
Oh, that's like jumped up. It's an 18,
Yeah, that definitely hits.
and then that'd be like a 28,
Definitely hits.
So aggressive with those rolls.
right? So 9, and then 8.
So 17 total?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So,
Are you adding in your modifiers?
Yeah, 1d8 plus 5.
Okay.
so you start carving through.
I roll low.
I was just making sure though that because last week you weren't remembering.
Like once.
Right. So you manage to carve through one of them as you're helping pave the way for the rest of the party. But obviously you're not doing as high of damage, so you're not killing as many, unfortunately. But you still knock out one and completely eviscerate
But
one.
Travis did a whole lot of damage, and he only killed 1 too.
You killed 2.
Oh, I think he killed 1.
You killed 2. So you managed to take out one to help pave the way and allow you to move a little bit
I
forward.
think that Matt is just going with the cleave rules
Yes,
with
that-
these
yes.
I mean,
things.
when you're doing the amount of damage y'all are putting out.
Yes.
For a zombie, yeah.
Speak for them.
Anyway, so you managed to take on another one and make your way a little bit forward. You guys are slowly making your way through this large horde. Bess is gonna like just start stabbing behind her to try and thin the crowd a little bit. And she's going directly for heads. Like she is like just directly through their forehead. Nothing fancy. Just like as much as she can, as fast as she can.
You get a pointy stick, poke him.
Exactly. Like you can definitely tell she sometimes has to stab him twice in the head just because she misses or like
Takes off an ear.
right. She like hits the side and just like scrapes.
It's harder to actually stab a skull then, because I remember those that show on Spike where they did like the actual like
Mythbusters?
No,
but it was like Mythbusters adjacent.
Yeah, because it was like
It was
ancient
like-
warriors
Oh.
and their weapons.
I know what you're talking about.
Samurais against
Yep.
cowboys.
Like
Yeah.
cutting a bullet, that type of thing.
Yep.
I remember that show.
And they used approximation to skulls, and they were
Yep.
like, it's so hard to stab through a skull if you don't go like through like an already opening, like an eye or something like that. Like if you just try to,
They're that thick.
yeah, it'll glance off if you aren't at the right angle.
I mean, their skulls are pretty fragile, being as they're pretty old.
It's still a skull.
Anyway, yeah. So their turn. They like you'll all take, since you guys are all in the front, you'll all take potentially a couple hits. Boop boop boop. I'm assuming none of those are gonna hit. The highest one is a 15, Eric.
That doesn't hit.
Okay, so they slam down on you, and you're able to deflect with your sword.
Was it your sword that you're using? Or are you using a different sword?
I own all my swords.
No, I meant like your flying
special.
sword.
No, I'm not using that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Could it help you?
It doesn't do anything extra.
Can you use a bonus action to have it help you attack?
Oh, I guess it floats, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that it does that.
More damage.
In my head, I've done something with this sword that I haven't yet done.
Oh.
Like, it hasn't
Oh,
happened.
I know.
You know what it
I know
is.
where I'm talking. I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
So I haven't done that yet, and so in my head, I've written off this sword.
Oh well.
But anyway.
21 will hit, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you'll take a whole 4 damage.
Sweet.
From one of them like grabbing and biting on you as you're trying to smack it in the head. And then Chatz. One is 23, so one of them you'll take another 4.
I will uncanny dodge it because I can.
Sounds good. So you'll use your reaction to make it 2. But anyway,
Look, at my health, I'm going to take every cut I can.
so at this point, you guys are making your way. You probably make it a good another like 10, 15 feet forward. You can see the next street is probably another like 15, 20 feet on both sides. They obviously match up. You would know that this is the road where the old lady was.
Okay.
And so you both would probably see some like movement coming from that area, not just were creatures, but like clothed individuals. But
Flashes of light.
Flashes of light. Yep.
Okay.
You would get activity from over there. You also would both hear. Actually, all 3 of you would hear. I think because I believe your passives are high enough.
Just want this old lady to all of a sudden like level 7 fireball.
Oh.
What's your
I'm not there at one.
What's your passive, Eric?
No.
I want to say it's like 15.
Yeah. So you guys would all hear from the right side down that right thoroughfare, which you would know is the same street that Rosemary's house. Well, her uncle's house. Your uncle, her dad's
Okay.
house. I corrected myself. Your uncle's house is down that thoroughfare. You hear like a low gurgling, burping sound that you guys have previously heard. I believe you guys have previously heard. If you remember, there was a large, like a very fat, rotund individual that likes to vomit on people. You hear a similar sound coming from that the right hallway. Anyway, you guys would also hear like sounds from the rooftops and whatnot, but you currently can't see anything. Like they're farther away from you at the moment. Okay, so now we're gonna jump to the tavern. Because you guys can't just sit alone and do nothing.
I mean,
Hey,
we can.
Duke, you You want to play a game while we're waiting?
You want to play a game?
Rosemary's like, what kind of game did you have in mind?
Oh, like poker or...
I like poker.
What poker?
Poker, I barely know her.
Or like
oh,
dice or...
You're talking about cards. I'm not into cards.
Duke told us no.
Oh, I mean,
Are you
sure.
okay?
Yes, I was trying to stifle my laughter because Rosemary would not laugh, but I am. Anyway, fine. I guess we can play cards or something. I mean, what else are we gonna do? There's nothing. I mean,
Well, I could think of some things that we could do, but Duke told us no.
you mean like going to help them fight and save the town?
Oh, well, Duke didn't tell us we couldn't do that, but we have to guard a gesture to the pile that is Kudath.
Yeah, I mean, Rowan wants us to not kill him. What big deal do you have with that? I mean,
Yeah, but we have to guard him. Now that he's not dead, we have to watch him.
yeah,
Which is why we can't go help them.
that's true.
So cards?
As soon as you say that, you hear what sounds like wood and scraping coming from above you, but not directly above you, more like a little bit in, but definitely on the roof. Like it sounds like breaking of wood, like
Something's trying to get in, Duke. Go get it.
What?
Something's trying to get in. Go get it.
Or we can stay here and be prepared in case they do.
But if it puts a hole in the roof, then more things will get in.
It's not like there's anything we can do until it does get in.
We wait for it, I guess.
you
That's
hear.
exactly what I just told you.
Yeah.
You hear what sounds like some low growling coming from that direction, as well as some like yipping and cackling, like think like an insane person, just like randomly like just
What the fuck?
Chatz is here?
yeah.
Think that it's a zombie? Because I don't remember them making those noises. Go get it.
Is
Hey,
it-
you know the good news is you might get your money back.
Oh.
That was a terrible thing to say, but
No, it's fine. It's fine. I was going to go see if Chatz could steal it back anyway.
That's unlike her, right?
I don't remember.
She gave a bunch of money so that they could stay in the inn.
Okay. I don't remember this.
And as you guys are talking, you hear a lot more scraping and what sounds like breaking of wood. And then you hear, what the fuck? And
Oh no, he's going to die. We should go help him. I'm not okay with just a random guy getting murdered by a zombie.
we're okay with it literally a second ago.
Well, yeah, because we were joking about it, but now that it's actually happening, I don't want him to get killed. He's not a bad person. Go help him, Duke.
you
Or
definitely
you can go.
you definitely hear a lot more commotion, like something like a tussle of some
You're
sort
stronger than I am, though. You go get
upstairs.
him.
And like things bumping into walls and knocking shit over.
You can teleport.
I teleport upstairs.
Okay, where are you teleporting
Well, no, I'm just
upstairs?
gonna walk up the stairs.
Okay,
I
sounds
have to
good.
use a spell to teleport.
It's true. Okay, so you start making your way up the stairs. Are you going quickly? Are you taking your time? Or...
No, I'll go quickly.
Okay, sounds good. So
I
you
sigh heavily as I go up there.
okay? Are you coming with her, or are you just? Are you...
No, but I'll. If there's a lot of them, try to see if you can trap them there or lure them down.
What kind of... Who do you... Do I look like the kind of person that can light traps?
You're a ranger, aren't you? Don't you trap animals?
No.
I'm not.
What?
You don't know how to bar a door.
No.
Help me! Ah!
See, he's dying.
I'm going.
You're just
I'm
gonna get that money
going. I'm
back sooner.
going. I'm going. I go up there.
Okay, so you make your way up the
I
stairs
died. It's
quickly.
your fault, Duke. I only have like so much health, you know.
Well, bring them down here if you can't handle
Why
it.
don't you come help me, bitch?
I'm dealing with this problem.
So,
What problem? The guy tied on the floor?
What if he wakes up?
Rosemary's down here. She could punch him in the face.
It's true, I am down here. Anyway, so you're at the top of the stairs. You see like one long hallway with several sets of doors on each side. You would hear the commotion coming from the very end of the hallway.
I don't go down to the very end of the hallway, but I do knock really loudly on the wall to get its attention.
Okay, you knock very loudly on the wall. You still hear a commotion coming from that room. It doesn't seem like it changed its opinion.
Fine.
It still sounds like he is being attacked. Ah, help me! Ah, what the fuck is this thing?
Okay, I go down there and open the door.
Okay, so you race down there. You fling open the door. You immediately get a swath of cold air that rushes over you from the night. Wait, no, it'd be warm air because it's spring.
Yeah. Warmish.
Yeah, warmish.
It could be cooler. Yeah.
It's nighttime. Yeah, it's cool air. It's cool air. We'll say cool air. But so the vision you see is a standard bedroom that's now has a pool of acid on the bottom. The Bryce, the storekeep, shopkeep, whatever you want to call him, he currently is grappled by a small looking individual. Think like if a person were like the Hunchback Notre Dame type of thing, like almost on all fours, but not really. It looks like it's like a small white creature, like humanoid, but it's completely wrapped around its back, like the backside of Bryce, almost like a piggyback ride type of thing.
Right.
But it's preventing Bryce from like moving its arms.
Sure.
So he's completely grappling. He's just like moving him around in this acid, and his feet are like being singed by the acid.
I pull my bow out kind of slowly, and I go, "Hey, Bryce, could you do me a favor and just turn around real quick?"
He has no control over what he's doing.
Just move your body. Yep. Just wiggle that way. Yep. Flail a little more. That perfect. And I shoot the thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I tried to shoot the thing. I will use my Planar Warrior thing that gives me 2d8 for an attack, whatever I hit.
Okay, sounds good.
Well,
that's a nat
1.
I try to hit the thing and I choke.
You definitely like.
Do I hit Bryce?
You definitely hit Bryce.
Can I roll damage?
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage. You immediately
I get my 2d8s on the damage.
Yes, you get all that damage.
You sound like you own up. Now you just murdered the.
Oh no!
There's a mercy kill.
Oh no!
Technically, it's my family's, so you might be doing me a favor.
Oh, no.
What? 18.
Yeah, you straight up murdered this guy. Like you bust open the door, tell him to like hold still, and
Hold still. Whap right to the head.
And then you I'll say you hit him right in the chest, because you were going for right behind his head as this thing on his back.
Shit!
And as soon as it punctures his chest, he just like slumps to the ground and like goes face first into this acid.
I just feel like in your head you just go, Duke, I did something.
The acid probably will burn away the arrow. Nobody will know.
I mean,
I shoot the thing. That's a 18.
18 definitely hits.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll some damage. Is that with your Planar Warrior?
No, that only is for the first time I hit. So that's max damage. So 14 damage.
So you stick it like right in its shoulder, and like it's making the sounds as you
shut the door.
Okay, sounds good.
Pull it shut. Start backing up.
Okay, so we'll say you used most of your movement to probably get down here.
Yeah.
So you probably can't make it very far past. But you definitely hear a commotion of like a body just like
Duke. Yeah,
and sizzling.
Bryce is dead.
You went fast enough.
Did he go fast enough? Sure.
Yep, thanks.
Much faster than I expected.
So
he didn't suffer.
Long.
Long.
What?
There's acid everywhere.
So as soon as you shut the door and start making your way through, this thing busts through like the bottom half of the door. As the door has been slowly been eaten away by acid, it's definitely weaker, and so this thing busts through the bottom half, and it's like running after you. It's gonna try and jump on you. So I need you to make a dex save.
Okay. Dex save.
Ooh, that's good. I mean, it's bad for her.
11.
Yeah, so you start running away, and this thing like rears back and jumps on you, and again it wraps its arms and legs around you, so you can't move your arms. You were considered grappled and blind, and your speed is reduced.
Help!
And it starts like moving you back towards that room. But the door is closed, so it realizes it can't get you through that door, and it starts just like moving you around. But that is its. Oh, and then it can make 2 claw attacks.
Oh,
Cool.
good. Oh, good. Me and all of the help that I have.
Yeah. That's 23 to hit.
Yes.
You'll take
quickly.
You'll take a whole 6. You take a 6 damage from
I
that.
did not suffer
From that one.
much.
And then second attack, it's another 23 to hit, so you take another 6.
Okay.
So you take 12 total. But you're still like grappled by this thing on your back, and you're still running around up top in that staircase.
So,
Are you doing anything after hearing like this thing jump on her?
It's cool, I got it, it's fine.
Are you screaming? Are you just like are you trying to keep your composure?
Yeah, it's fine, I'm cool. I got it.
Okay.
You're good? Okay. Well.
This thing is just making sounds.
You just hear me like whack it up against the wall.
like yes.
Is it on your back?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
it's
feel
on
like
your
you're
back.
doing that thing where you like walk around and you're just like boom.
Trying to smack into yeah.
I
Oh
like
my
that.
god. I'm reminded.
So you've just turned into an SNL skit.
Right.
Austin Powers.
Yes, Austin Powers.
Oh, Mini-Me?
When he's got Mini-Me on it.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking Tropic Thunder when he goes back to the village for the little kid, and then he comes running back across the bridge, and it's like stabbing him, and he's like, "I was wrong, blow the bridge."
Yes, that's more accurate. Yes, it's definitely hostile. Okay. Are you doing anything to this commotion? Rosemary's like, are you sure you don't want? I mean, I could stay here if you want to go check on her.
I'm fine.
She sounds like she's in great peril.
She says she's fine.
Did you not hear the body fall and sizzle?
It's fine.
Are you not
really
worried?
told me a whole lot. You can certainly go up. You clearly are
We're
looking
all
for an
gonna die
excuse to get alone with her.
I mean, she says telepathically, "Do you need help?"
I'm fine, it's okay, it's
She
fine.
sounds like she's in distress. I'll go check on her.
And she's pointing that towards everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh no.
Yeah, you guys all hear she's fine.
It's just a little acid.
Okay.
We just made eye contact as we're killing zombies. Like, you do drugs without us?
You guys did see a previous infected that was spitting acid at people that was up on the wall when you guys were fighting Kudath. So this isn't completely new information, but new to you guys that there is one at the tavern. So Rosemary's gonna double move up the stairs, and she's gonna run into that hallway and see you. She can't do anything because she used her full action to run and whatnot. But she's like, what the fuck is that thing?
I don't know, but Bryce is dead.
What did you do to Bryce?
I point at this thing. It's him.
Roll a deception check.
Okay.
Is there an arrow in Bryce?
Well, she can't see Bryce.
Also,
Bryce
Bryce
is
is melting in a pool of
Yeah,
acid.
yeah,
Did you actually?
19!
Oh my
that's
god.
pretty good. She looks at you, and she has pretty good insight. I'm gonna roll insight just because she's very like, I don't know if I believe you. Gotta find her fucking insight. Where is her insight? Oh, there we go. +4. Okay. She looks directly at you, and she's like, huh. Interesting. You don't think she believes you.
Look, this thing was on him and he was moving around a lot and I thought I had the shot lined up and then I did. Right to Bryce's heart.
What?
I killed him.
As you're getting
There's an awful lot of talking up there for you
Just
to
give me
be
1
in
minute.
distress.
Just give me one and then I teleport 30 feet away.
Which direction?
Away down the stairs. Well,
Down to where Duke is?
or I just do like 15 feet back. I teleport away from the thing grappling me, so kind of like onto the ground.
Because I'm assuming you can't bring anything with you, correct?
I cannot. It's
'Kay.
just me.
So, yeah, you immediately... is there any, like, somatic, verbal, anything to that? Or is it just like a...
Verbal.
Oh, so you're just speaking incantation quick, which...
I say bye, bitch.
Sure, yeah.
back, bitch.
So you mumble, or you scream,
it.
bye, bitch.
Yep.
And,
Verbally and internally.
and this thing, as soon as you pop out of existence and teleport, I'll say 15 feet behind it, back to where Bryce is, the room where Bryce died in.
No, I went towards, what's her name?
Behind Rosemary?
Yeah.
Okay, so you teleport behind Rosemary, and so she, all she sees is you disappear, and this thing fall and land and look directly at her, and just at her, and then she hears a pop behind her. She looks behind her and sees you. She's like, "Oh,
Hey, what's up?
okay, cool. Well, let's deal with this thing."
Sure. I use my, I'm gonna shoot it twice, and
Okay.
I'm gonna make poor choices and use my, -5 to +10 thing.
Okay.
You kill my cousin.
She's in melee with her. I mean, she would have disadvantage to hit her, but
So
I mean,
let's see how
it's
that
possible.
works.
She definitely could still hit her. No.
That's a 22
Oh, okay.
to hit.
Yeah, you definitely hit. Go ahead and roll
Forget
damage.
Kudath. Sapphire killed your whole family.
That's
I thought Duke was the big bad. It's really Sapphire.
22 damage.
22. Yeah. So after you teleport, you get right behind Rosemary, and
And
you
I like whisper in her.
She's before she can look back and say anything, you already release the arrow, and it just embeds in this thing's skull, and it just falls over as it stops cackling. But
Put my bow and arrow back on me and I go, I told you I was fine.
she looks at you and looks at it, and then you both hear another low growling sound that's coming from that room that you guys were just in.
Except for there's a big hole in the ceiling now.
There's a what?
There's a big hole in the ceiling now. Bryce is dead. And there's acid all over in there. So maybe we barricade the stairs?
Yeah. I don't know if we have any more. We'll have to take some stuff from the door. I mean,
there's beds in these rooms.
yeah, I guess. And she like goes to the nearest room and just flings it open. I mean, with both of you can probably manage to grab one of the beds and like. Are you trying to blockade that hallway then?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. We'll say as soon as you guys manage to get in there, grab a bed and start making your way out, you hear the rest of that door from the room that Bryce was in has deteriorated to the point where the thing that jumps through it barely has to do any damage to it. As you see a very similar looking individual, it's like a humanoid figure. It has like a very dark cloak that's over its head, but you see just its nose and mouth, and just drenched in blood as like razor sharp teeth are exposed and like at you.
Duke, we're not fine anymore. Duke, not fine.
So I'll say you'll have partial cover with this bed that's like keeping you like there's at least something between the two of you, but this thing definitely looks like it can probably climb on walls. Like
Definitely not fine, Duke. Hey, help.
what you doing, Duke?
Can you make your way down?
Mm-hmm.
Do that.
Mm-hmm. I do that, I guess.
Okay, so are you abandoning the bed idea?
Rosemary, Duke said to come downstairs.
What about this thing?
I don't know. Duke said to come downstairs.
As it growls and it's gonna leap at Rosemary since she's in front. And then we'll see if it lands on her.
Duke, I think our new friend wants to party upstairs.
Oh yeah, that probably definitely hits. Yep, that definitely hits. So you see as Rosemary just gets landed right on top of. Sorry, that was a loud clap. And
Accidental cut.
Yeah, oops. But Rosemary, she gets landed on top of, but she doesn't get knocked prone, thankfully. But she definitely does take some damage as this thing like lunges on top of her and is like now half on the bed that you guys are holding and half like mauling her face as she definitely takes some good damage. Let's see.
Some of that good damage.
Like she looks pretty rough. Like she was looking pretty rough before, but she is looking very rough right now.
Yeah, same. Is she grappled or?
She's not grappled.
Okay.
She was able to withhold that, but it's landed on like near her, almost on top of her. And she's still in melee with it. What are you doing? So you're holding this bed inside that room, so you can try and like meander your way past the bed and around her. You definitely would take attack of opportunity potentially.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot this thing.
Okay, that's totally fine.
I'm gonna make all my poor choices. I'm gonna use my Planner Warrior, give me the 2d8. I'll also use my -5 to +10, because that seems like a good idea.
Sounds good.
So let's see what happens. Well, that's not gonna hit, because that's only a 12.
Yes, that does miss.
Okay, second hit. That is 18.
18 does hit.
Okay.
So with the first one, you notch it back and let it loose, and it goes down to try and bite at Rosemary right as you were trying to hit it in the head, and it misses. But the second one manages to stab it right in the arm as it's trying to rip her apart.
Quick maths.
36 damage.
Damn. Yeah, so you stab it right in the arm, and it looks like it really fucking hurt it for being stabbed in the arm. But it like yelps and then immediately looks at you and just growls and bares those blood-drenched teeth at you.
I growl back at it, but nowhere near as intimidatingly.
Roll me an intimidation check.
Okay.
Yeah, so you like growl and like bark back at it, and it doesn't seem to be wavering necessarily. Like it seems pretty determined that it's gonna attack you.
Mm-hmm.
But like Rosemary gives you a look like a knowing, like, oh, huh,
yeah,
good to know.
You can expect.
Yeah.
Oh, bad bitch.
You can't kill me.
It's upstairs. I don't know.
Yeah, Duke doesn't
Actually,
see anything.
Duke, you might be okay.
So it's going to again try and lunge at you. So I'll say you have some cover because it's trying to lunge like through a door, past a bed. That's definitely gonna miss anyway. So it tries to lunge at you and it hits its head on the door frame, and manages to fall prone next to you and like just makes a swipe at you. But that's all he's gonna be able to do. So let's see if he can swipe and potentially hit you.
He's prone.
Yeah, he gets knocked, like he gets hit and knocked prone. So his attack would be at disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely gonna miss. Yeah. So he definitely looks like he's disoriented from that stab in the arm. And he goes for a swipe and completely misses you.
Sorry, can you please stab this?
And she looks at you and grabs her sword, great axe. I believe. Let me double check. Great axe. Battle axe. That's what it is. Yeah, grabs her battle axe, which is no longer on fire anymore, but she manages to grab it, and she's going to try and stab it. Yeah, 18 definitely hits. So she just like coup de grace this thing, like right in the head as it's right next to you, and she just like stabs it right in the head and just lets out a little and it's not moving.
I climb over it and the bed, and I go, okay, I'm abandoning this bad idea. I'm gonna go back downstairs.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay, perfect.
The door at the end of the hall is definitely letting in like a whistle from the sound of the wind coming in. It's definitely noticeable that there is some fresh air coming in, but Rosemary just leaves this bed.
Wait, hey, could you not tell Duke that I accidentally murdered Bryce?
What? Sure.
Okay, I just feel really guilty about it. I didn't mean to kill him. I was trying to help him, and I just feel real bad.
She goes in for a hug and she just pats you on the back, and she like consoles you for a couple seconds, and then she realizes the situation she's in and what you guys are trying to do, and she's like, "It's okay. We'll get through this. Let's just survive this fucking night."
Okay, that seems fair. Yeah.
Are you good up there?
Yeah, I told you we're fine, Duke.
I mean, I'm wondering now at this point.
You don't hear any more commotion.
I walk down the stairs and I'm like way bloodier than I was before.
You're covered in blood.
And I kind of just sit down in my pillow fort. There's a hole in the roof, and the door's missing, and there's some dead things up there.
I should hope so.
You got next.
How's Bryce?
There's some
He's fine.
dead things up there. He's sleeping it off.
Including Bryce, huh?
He's sleeping it off forever.
Rosemary definitely is like looking at you dead in the eyes, like he's totally fine, and like she's horrible at lying, but you can easily tell she's lying.
Definitely fine. Forever.
Duke has seen the scars of war. He can see through your fallacy.
Did you want to do anything else before we jump to the other group?
Just take a rest.
You got next.
I certainly will. By
Crunk.
then, I hopefully will have had my rest.
You guys, so you've lost your telepathic link at this point. You're getting like close to that. You probably have a good now like 10 minutes, something like that, before you get your short rest in. But we'll jump back to the rest of the action.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't help us because you wanted a short rest.
I feel like this is long from over, and I'm gonna need it.
I'm 20 health.
He's the barbarian, he's the tank.
That's true.
If you want me to take damage,
If we're gonna drop meta shields here.
Duke would have known he's gonna need to recover if he's.
So do all of us. What happens
If I'm going to absorb damage, I'm gonna need fucking health.
Yeah. Only way I recover is by killing people.
That's so
dark.
emo.
Emo.
Okay, so
okay.
is it Rowan first?
Rowan
right?
tops is the order.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, just gonna try to make some more headway.
Okay.
I look around. Are my were creatures finally mounting something? Are they gathering?
Yes. So at the end of the round, they would have taken their initiative, and they're starting to make their way towards you guys. If they weren't already close enough to start attacking they're just like they're not using weapons. They're just mauling these things.
I'll take it.
But at least they're starting to make some headway, make some dents behind you and in front of you.
I'm doing my best to try to get them to, like, pincer in from the sides if they can, like, this area, so we can get a better wedge going.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll just kind of yell that out, like...
I was just going to ask that, yep.
Get the fuck in here! And... a natural 20 and 13 plus 10 is 23.
Yeah, that definitely hits all the things. Do you want to roll your third attack, or...?
Yes!
Okay.
Yes.
You can just roll some damage.
13?
13 hits?
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think you guys can miss unless you're rolling that one, because their AC is literally 11. These things are not meant to be hard to hit.
I have to roll a 2.
Oh.
That's alright. You have to roll a 2 anyway.
You have to at least roll a 2 to hit.
Yeah.
Period. Because rolling a 1 would make you fail.
Oh man, I wrote that on a curve.
That's just
That's not bad, though.
It's supposed to be a sign of intelligence.
Sure.
I think.
Okay. I believe you.
Oh, I think that's just what they tell us so that we don't feel so bad.
Maybe. I've heard that writing at an angle, though, like if you're writing freehand, it's supposed to show intelligence or something.
So 24 for the regular hits.
Okay.
And then... let's see, 6, 14 plus 6 is 20.
So 44 total?
Yep.
So yeah, you managed to smack down another couple right in front of you. This time you went for the legs, and as you did, you smacked them on the head on the way, like, as they were making contact with the ground, so, like, their head, like, was like a basketball, and just crushed any remains that they had left, and you did it to both of them. Just one quick motion, almost effortlessly.
Probably an old reference, but gave her the Gallagher.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't understand.
Smashing watermelons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. That was good, yeah. Yeah, so you managed to sweep the leg and smack their heads into pulp.
I learned this in the market.
Right. You just making your way forward?
Yeah, I'm just kind of pushing forward and try to inspire everybody else to do so as well.
Sounds good. What do you got?
I'm gonna keep on hacking away, following his lead to kind of push through this.
Okay, sounds good.
So, rapier. Ooh. That's a 19 plus 11 to hit.
Yes, honey. Like I said, anything but a 1, you're fine.
I can literally not miss.
Correct.
Okay. So.
I mean, you have to actively try not to hit these things.
Right.
Dice ASMR.
Mm-hmm. That should be a video right there.
Not one that Christian edits. It'll drive him crazy.
Right.
You don't like the clicky clack?
It could be a TikTok.
Here I do.
Tic-tac
Then I
talk.
remember. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna
The
have
click
to
clack
do
for the
this later.
TikTok?
Yeah.
So that's 26 damage.
Okay. That's from one attack.
One
You
attack.
got another order?
And I'm gonna go
I
ahead
got
and
two
try and
things.
get a little bit of bonus
$70.
bonus
Holy
help from that.
Is it stuff you've already made?
Okay,
or you
I'll
have to
take
make
it.
some?
No, I
I'll
make
take it
all
better
my
than what I
things
had.
Okay, that's good. Well, you would have lost some of that
Yeah.
from your temporary when you took damage last round.
Yeah, I took some damage. I had whittled that down over a few turns, so now I'm that's a much better than where I was. So
Mhm.
I mean, it is what it is. Okay, and then my second attack. Oof. But it's still gonna hit. That's a 13 to hit. So
Yep, that hits.
I'll use my savage attacker.
Okay.
4 more damage.
For a total of
What was my first one?
24?
I'm drawing a gorilla, so I don't know.
Okay, it was 16 plus 10, so that was 26.
26 plus another 4 is
Plus
30.
4 is 30 total.
Yeah, so you managed to take out another 2 that are
Mhm.
directly in front of you. This time you cut off their arms, and so they're just trying to bite at you.
Mhm.
And with your second attack, you managed to just decapitate them quick. So they're not a nuisance whatsoever, as their heads fall off and smack the ground and are destroyed.
Mhm.
So their bodies just crumple again. But you managed to kill 2 more.
And
Start making your way forward a little bit,
Yeah,
pushing through this
move my way
crowd.
forward, and I don't know. I think maybe in the back of my mind, I'm kind of... I don't think about them very much, but it does kind of maybe cross my mind like, man, Cat Lord, if you wanted to intervene at any time, that would probably be it. And that's about the extent of that. So, yep.
Okay. You're not trying to cast like commune or anything.
Nope. I'm not that powerful of a cleric.
Do you have divine intervention as a thing you can do?
No, I'm only a level 1 cleric.
That's what I thought.
I never took that second level. I thought about it, but never did. So
it's okay. I don't think it does either.
It does.
Really?
It's more
I'm trying
movement.
to open all of it so that I can just
eat it.
eat it.
so you can snap.
Your turn, Finnick.
Yes.
Yeah, are we
What
ready?
you got?
Are you done killing things? Okay.
Yep. And praying.
Yep.
Perfect.
And killing and praying.
And showing that you care.
Perfect. He would just take another couple swipes.
Okay. Sounds good.
Actually, I don't know why I'm rolling 2.
2 attacks.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but
You just like the
Sounds good
sounds.
together.
it's like a 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is a 14.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Just want to knock your rocks together.
16. And then max damage would be
That's a good
17.
one. I'll write that
So
down.
16 and 17 total. So 33.
Sure.
Is that good math? Yes, that's good.
I don't know
Yeah.
how you could do that without even breaking out the fingers and toes.
Because it's only 3 more than 15 plus 15.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, you managed to take out another couple that were directly in front of you. We'll say you
Might have broken somebody's brain too. I don't know.
you like swashbuckle your way through these two with your rapier, right?
Oh, yeah. That's rapier.
As you like dice them into bits, and make your way forward. As Bess is like again just stabbing behind you guys, trying to thin the herd. The were creatures from the last round, they are trying to help her like thin that herd a little bit. But they are going to the horde is going to now attack you guys for a little bit, some damage potentially.
Through the herd.
Oh, that's cocked.
You heard.
Very bad math. That's it.
So a nat 1 against you. Did you want to use your reaction to attack?
Sure.
Go ahead
I'll
and
swipe at it.
yeah,
It's a 20.
yeah, it definitely hits. Go ahead and roll some damage.
That's a 9.
Okay, yeah. So you stab one of them. It doesn't kill him, unfortunately, but he definitely looks pretty rough. It'll be pretty easy to take him out next round. A 15 doesn't hit you, correct? 16 is your
Does
AC?
not.
Okay, so yeah, they just like scramble at you, and you manage to fend them off pretty easily, thankfully. Rowan, I'm gonna reroll those two. You also get a nat 1 if you'd like to use your reaction. Actually 2 nat 1s, but you can only use your action once. It's up to you.
I'm going to save my reaction.
Okay.
Actually.
Like they scramble at you and you easily fend them off. Like it seems like you're getting better at figuring out their path, like their ideas of attacks. Like
It's like a dance. Swipe, step.
Right.
Swipe, step.
And then Chatz, highest we got is 14. So
That misses.
yep.
Rowan starts humming to himself.
So you're all able to thankfully completely negate any damage you guys were potentially going to take.
Did we make it to the street then,
Yep.
where we can see?
Yep, you can see a little bit more. You guys made it a little bit farther together as you guys are slowly carving this path. You do see to the right the were creatures that were coming in and helping you pincer. There's a large, rotund man that looks like gray skin, just like waddles up behind these were creatures and just all in front of them. And as soon as he vomits on all of them, all of the infected around you immediately just like ignore you and just like you can see that they have no interest in you whatsoever.
Pheromones.
So
But is the lady to the left casting magic that I saw, that group?
yes, I was getting to that. Thank you.
Okay.
So you can definitely tell the horde is not interested in you guys at the moment. Let me see. I believe I have to roll something for that.
Does that clear up some space towards the gate?
Potentially, you will see. I mean, I can make. Yeah, it's just I'll make some dex saves. See if some of them maybe dodge out of the way of it. But nope, none of them do. They all just like get covered by this this green, like vibrant, gross green bile. Yeah, so all the infected are not interested in you guys. You look to your left, you do see a familiar cloaked individual. You immediately would recognize this as Agnes, as she is trying her best to try and keep them, at least preventing them from coming toward anywhere near the church. Like, she's been pushed back a little ways just because the sheer number of them.
Now they're flowing in the opposite direction.
Correct. Like, she was like casting spells at these guys, but she sees that they're turning away from her, and she's gonna follow after them. And she, like, you guys catch eyes as she's running towards you. She seems a little bit more nimble than what you guys have previously seen her. You haven't really seen her in action before. Even though she is a rather old woman, like, she seems like she can still, run, and
she got a little spryness.
Correct. But that's the end of the round. So top of the round, what are you guys doing? You guys all immediately see these were creatures, like the were creatures to your right that are covered. They seem to be the focus of attention of all of these infected currently, like the horde you guys are surrounding. So it would definitely be easier to get through the horde potentially, as they're not interested in you guys. So it's more like wading through a sea of people at a concert, if that makes sense. So you like,
what's the distance and path look like to the gate right now?
It looks like again, like a concert, like trying to get to the bathroom like during the middle of the halftime. Like, it is still like a sea of people, but they definitely don't seem interested in you at all. So it's more of a nuisance. Mm-hmm. It's probably, like, distance-wise, it's probably a good, 100 feet or so. So there's still a bit of a ways, and you can see off to the right-hand side of the gate is the destroyed gate that's, hanging off the hinges, completely gone. But it's still intact. It's still there to potentially be used. But that's what you guys currently see.
All right, boys, do we make a push for the gate, or do we try to take the big thing down?
The big thing could be a problem, but we do have a path. We could close off more from getting inside.
That's my thought, exactly. If we can, and I point to Agnes, if we can get her to help us clear a path down the way, we might be able to, if we focus ourselves on a singular path and try to get the smith down there, maybe we can at least close off more from coming in.
I think I yell over to Agnes. Are you with us? To the gate.
Yes. I'm coming, dearie.
There's your answer.
Dear Agnes, I don't suppose you have any healing.
Are you yelling this at her? She's like, I probably can spare a little.
I'm a little worse for wear, but I can definitely try.
Much appreciated. I think we should try to tighten up our V here and make a straight drive instead of trying to make a bubble here. If we just nice and tight, have him behind us, and then have Bess behind him, nice tight V, I think we can make it to the gate.
Hot knife through butter.
Exactly. They're not really interested in us, so we may be able to push past quite a few of them and just make our way to it.
It will be difficult terrain to get through just because of the sheer vast number of them.
That's why we're not worrying ourselves with the outside, since they're not. We're tightening up, and we're just focusing on right in front of us.
Okay, sounds
instead
good.
of off to the sides like we were trying to.
Mm-hmm.
We're going from a bubble to just a V.
Okay, sounds good.
Do you think your deer could help us out? Point to your sword.
I could give it a shot. Maybe just toss in the air.
Okay, sounds good. So you'll be able to use your bonus action to.
Another turn, yeah.
Yep. I mean, you currently this round this is kind of your round to just plan and do whatever you're out of combat at the moment. But as are you guys just starting to make your way? Okay, so Agnes.
Tight push.
So Agnes would start to join you, and she would cast. Let me find the fucking spell. I think it's 5th level. Yeah. 3d8. Oh, that's not horrible. 18 plus 4, 21. All of you get 21 hit points, as well as Bess and Aelor.
How many?
Okay.
21.
21.
Back to a passing
That
grade.
feels good. That feels good.
Yeah, it does.
Oh!
It feels good.
Okay, so are you guys attacking at all? Or are you guys just trying to move through?
I think at this point we attack if we get attacked. Like it's retaliate. We need to push through.
Yeah. I think if I just attack if we attack the things in front of us, then we're gonna get greater push instead of trying to clear the sides and keep Aenor. So we're basically just plowing through. So
okay. If you would like, you can go ahead and just give me some attacks, just to kind of work your way through the small little area. You guys can just roll independent, at the same time, since they're not going to be attacking you this round potentially. What you got? Okay, good. Go ahead.
29.
Go ahead and roll damage.
my lowest out of the 3 is a 12.
To hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
So that would just be 11.
Okay, so we got 11. I'm just going to add it all together, and you guys can wipe out a swath of them.
Mm-hmm.
So 11 plus...
Let's see. 14.
Okay.
Oh, that's 14 to hit, but
14 hits, yep.
Yeah. Here.
I mean, you could roll and literally just see if you roll a 1 and then roll damage.
I did roll a 1 on my offhand attack.
Well, there you go. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're not going to attack you, but...
10, 21 plus 7, 28 damage.
28. Okay. What you got, Josh?
It would be 28.
Did you have more?
I guess I have 2 attacks, so I figured.
Yeah.
7.
Okay, yeah. So you guys managed just to mow down just a small little area right in front of you guys. Are you guys just working on the front then? Like, is Bess turning around and stabbing with you?
Yeah. So she's just kind of watching for. I'm telling her to just watch for anything that actually does try to attack Aenor or Aelor or
Agnes?
Agnes, yeah.
Sorry, they're both A names. I just realized
Yep.
So as you guys are starting to mow through the ones in front of you, they do immediately as you're attacking them, they do take your attention, they change their attack target, but you guys are mowing them down faster than they can take their turn essentially.
Oh, hey, that thing hit me.
Right, exactly. Oh, you punched me, and then okay, I died. So you're realizing that it's similar to a charm effect. They are interested in the thing covered in bile, but you're attacking me, so I should probably defend myself.
Mm-hmm.
So they're a little smarter than, I don't know, nothing, but they definitely are pretty weak still. So you managed to mow down a small little path for you, and with Bess stabbing from behind you guys, you're able to make quite a bit of a little path through this little hoard. So at the end of the round, the infector are just going to swarm these werewolves, were creatures, I should say. The werewolf creatures are going to immediately attack the big fat guy that spewed all over him, which would cause like a small little explosion of bile that covers them again. So it seems like they are taking the brunt of your hoard at the moment.
It will be remembered.
Right. They definitely look like they are, like, if you're watching them be mauled by these things, they are healing through some of the damage, as, I mean, they're
werewolves.
Were creatures. But anyway, so, you do, you two, actually, I think all of you, let me double check.
15.
Yep, let me double check. Yeah, so you guys would all see and hear what sounds like wailing, crying, but it's very loud, high pitched. And you hear it coming from the gate. As you look over, you see what looks like a woman with, let me get the description. Extremely lanky young woman with pale skin, shoulder length, platinum blonde hair, and like shreds of clothes, and her hands are covering her face, and she's just like bawling in like a high pitched screaming almost sound. And as she is slowly wandering in, you guys can see some of the were creatures that were helping you guys from this side, that were closer to the gate. They start to approach her, and you guys can hear she immediately starts like growling, and starts like making sounds that are not crying, like kind of like a get away from me type of thing. But they're like trying to communicate with this person, and she's not responding. So that's what you guys immediately see. But it's back to your turn, Rowan. What are you doing?
But the zombies aren't attacking her.
Correct. She definitely looks like, from this distance, it's hard to tell. She looks like she has like very pale skin, so you're not sure if she's necessarily undead or just a really, really pale chick. Mm-hmm. But it's possible. You're not quite sure. Just because of the distance.
How far away?
You guys are probably close to like, because you're moving through as a group, you're probably like 70 feet probably away. As you guys would start making your way closer, you'd probably be able to pick out more. But you do hear that like growling from this pale individual.
Just look to these two real quick and say, keep an eye on that. You might need to do something from a distance.
Will do.
More push.
Okay. Again, you guys can go ahead and make your attacks against the horde.
12's the lowest again.
And yes, anything 11 or higher is going to hit.
Oh my god. I got another 1 and a 14.
Wow. That's unlucky.
It is very unlucky. Okay.
That's better.
At least you keep getting your...
Yeah, I'm still hitting, so...
So you get your sneak attack and whatnot, you just don't get your temporary hit points, right? Because you're using your rapier first.
Yeah, and I'm not really... I've gained HP over the last couple rounds, so I'm not really aiming for that right now.
Right. Woo.
45 damage from me.
Okay, what you got?
26 for 2, and then I guess I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
So if the sword is floating, it can move 80 feet in one direction.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 80 feet total.
Mm-hmm.
Could we just send it flying like 40 feet that way and then 40 feet back and just in a line just...
Mow some down? Yeah, you totally can.
They're not resisting it.
Right. Just go ahead and roll some damage to hit them all. Like...
29 damage.
Okay.
That'd be like, I rolled a 10.
10 for that. Okay, so we'll say you you impale several of them and like go directly through them. It definitely pisses them off. They're not dead, but they look pretty fucked up from that one hit that's impaling all of them. as it's just like, I'm thinking, does Peter Pan have the, like, where he uses the Captain Hook's rapier, and he just like use magic. I don't know. Anyway, I thought he did something, but now I'm regretting talking about it. Anyway, so you impale a bunch of them, and it comes right back to you. So it's still hovering right there, but they do take note of you, and they've snapped out of their trance, if you will. As you didn't kill them, unfortunately. But so you guys mow down another good like 5 or 6 directly in front of you, and with Bess's help, you guys can make a little bit more headway. I will say you probably will each potentially take 1 hit from the ones that you pissed off, as they would start making their way a little bit closer to you guys, as they're not directly running towards the people covered in bile anymore. So you'll each get a couple hits towards you. We'll see if any of you actually get hit. That's a 12 to hit Finnick, so that's definitely not going to hit. That's 17 to hit Rowan. That misses, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then Chatz. That's a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, so we'll take 4 damage.
I will uncanny dodge it.
Okay, sounds good. So one of them runs up to you and tries to bite and smack at you, but you manage to only get bit for a little bit of damage.
He's just scrape a little bit.
Right. And as you guys are making your way forward, Agnes takes out her holy symbol, which you would immediately recognize. I think I have notes. It looks like a pewter figure of 2 hands praying with a cord around their wrists. And as she pulls out this holy symbol, she mutters to herself a little bit, and you can see, I believe it's like a big red cord, rope that appears above you guys, that surrounds you, and like kind of is a big grab of a bunch of the undead around you and just like squeezes them in tight until they get like cut in half and they just fall to the ground, as you would immediately recognize these as the bindings around the Ilmater's hands, but she's using it to do Challenge Divinity. So like you guys have quite a bit of like bubble to move up now, as she managed to do a little nuke in there.
Charge!
Yes.
Exactly. And with that, you guys make quite a bit of distance. You probably have another like 30 feet or so before you get to the gate. And as you guys start making your way forward, you see the were-creatures that were like trying to communicate with this pale individual. They get a little bit too close to her, and she immediately like stops crying, and like her hands come down, and you can see now her hands are elongated with like large sharp talons, and she runs at one of the were-tigers that was trying to communicate with her, and she just like fucking rips it into shreds. Like she is just going to town on this thing like it just stole her baby, essentially. And so you just see her maul this were-tiger until it is just viscera. And as she's wailing,
No, it was tiger.
yes, thank you. As she's wailing and like ripping this thing apart, you guys immediately feel like a chill run down your spine, and I need you guys to all make wisdom saving throws, please.
No.
I'm so glad I'm not there to fail this one.
Okay. Oh. 17.
Okay.
20.
18.
Yeah, you guys managed to all save.
Bitch, I've seen worse.
Write that down, because that never happened.
Your companions, on the other hand, seem terrified. Like it seems like they are frightened of her, as they have never seen someone get literally like ripped to shreds. So they immediately like freeze up for a second, and are unable to proceed forward.
That's all right. We don't need them yet.
At this point, all of the zombies that were directly in front of you have run past you towards the couple of were creatures that were covered in bile. So you have like the entire street is completely empty. I mean, there'd be bodies galore in here. But
all of them, including Agnes.
Agnes is scared. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Agnes and
Bess
Alor and Bess are all frightened.
She's a cleric. Her wisdom should be the best score.
Right.
Well, let me double check because her wisdom save. I mean, even with, like, I did not roll great. The highest would still fail.
Okay.
Still gonna give her shit.
Right.
I think those
Big Mighty Cleric failed her wisdom save.
Right.
and then
Huh?
use your dragon wings or something.
She doesn't get out.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
that would
But
be really cool.
she's a small town cleric. She hasn't seen the world.
Right. But so the three of them are pretty terrified right now as this pale individual is just ripping this person apart.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys have a clear path to the gate. And as you guys are looking directly past this, you guys hear what sounds like on the other side, probably a good 50 feet or so, to the southwest. It sounds like a gorilla running down the side of the wall, towards the gate you guys are going towards.
Good.
Just like
good.
thud, and they sound like large thuds.
Mm.
Just for some context.
Not tiny thuds.
Nope.
Where gorilla?
If only.
You haven't encountered one of those yet, but it's possible.
It's their secret siege weapons.
Okay. So what are you guys doing?
That's got to die.
Are you pointing at the pale individual?
Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
I think we're all in agreement on that.
Sure.
Yes.
All right. And
Kill it with fire.
Not quite, but okay. I'm gonna go up and smack her.
Okay. Yep. You definitely would. I mean, you only have 30 feet between her and you, so
Easy enough.
yep.
I'm burning all 3 attacks on her.
Sounds good.
Oh shit!
Oh, no.
Natural 1 on one of them.
Okay.
15 for the other and 22 for the other.
15 total.
Yeah, for one of the attacks.
Okay, so you go up and she is busy ripping this thing apart, so she's not even going to take a reaction to attack you. And one of them goes for the back of her head and she ducks down right at the last second. But the last one does hit, so go ahead and do your last attack.
Okay. 17.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Chatz, what you doing?
I think I see this happening, and I think I'm gonna keep a little range between her and me for right now.
Okay. She definitely looks pretty vicious.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on her.
Okay, that's a wisdom
save. 14.
Yeah, she rolled a 17.
Oof. Alright, well. Let's see. Bonus action. Okay. Not much else I can do, I guess. I think I'm just going to, I think I'm going to go use my movement and maybe use my bonus action if I can't get that far, but kind of do a wide circle around her and Rowan to kind of get in a position where I can flank her on like another round.
Okay.
So I'm opposite Rowan, but I haven't moved in close to her yet because I'm not quite ready to get lacerated.
Okay. So she would be close to the entrance, like the
Okay.
gate. So, I mean, you can easily get over there. You're not going to get within 5 feet of her? You're going to be like 10 feet?
Like, or more, like 10, 15. Like, I don't quite want to be in melee with her just yet.
Okay, sounds good. So you're positioning for next round.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, Finnick?
She is about 30 feet away, you said?
Yes.
So too close to use range?
Well, you can use range.
Oh, I thought it never mind. Okay.
Nope.
So I will just take a couple shots at her then.
Okay, sounds good.
And while I'm doing that, I will send the sword to go hit her and come back.
Okay, sounds good.
So I will roll for the sword. That is 18.
That hits.
Okay. That's that would be 13
Okay.
damage on her for that.
Big money.
Right. Okay, so the first one would be like a 30, then a 16.
Both of those hit.
Okay. Look at the right thing.
I was like, it's your bow, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just had to
Because you got your blood thing on there too.
Yep, that's why I grabbed that.
Okay.
So that first one's 10, and then it would be really shitty, and that is a 6.
Okay, sounds good. I mean, you're definitely like popping her in her back, and like you can see because you're really close. Her skin is pretty tough. But you're managed to make a purchase in her back. She doesn't react at all when you're stabbing her. Like she is viciously ripping this thing apart. She's not interested in anything that's going on around her. But I'll have the rest of the group try and save as they are terrified of this thing, and they're unable to get any closer. But both, I'll say Agnes and Agnes definitely makes it, definitely saves. I'll say Bess is able to also save, but Alar is unable to. So, Alar is still like standing there, like holding his tools, like shaking. But Agnes and Bess are trying their best. And actually, Finnick probably would notice because you guys are busy. Finnick would notice that Agnes and Bess kind of like give each other eyes, like knowing eyes, not like sexual eyes, like more of like a I recognize you type of eyes. You take note of that, like they seem to know each other, but they don't say anything. Okay, so at the end of the turn, she is finished ripping this thing apart, and as soon as she does, she goes back to like look around her, and she immediately puts her hands back up and starts to cry again, and then she realizes you're right next to her, and then she starts to growl again. So she's almost like reverting back to what she previously was doing. But that is her whole turn. Like she finished what she was doing, and now is like reverted to her previous state. But it is now Rowan's turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep at it. She's fucking creepy. I don't know what else I can do besides keep the creepy at bay. 2 17s are my lowest.
Yeah, they both hit.
Okay. Fish is creepy.
This fish.
This fish is creepy. Them's good numbers. 15, 26 plus 18 is 42?
Mm-hmm.
16 plus 18? Or no, sorry.
It'd be 42.
16. Sorry. 10, 16. 10, 16, 22, 26 plus 16, 42.
42.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, Sounds good. Yeah. So as soon as you smack her a couple times in her growling state, she immediately looks like she's about to lash out at you. But we'll wait until the rest of you two get your attacks off of. But like, she's definitely back in attack mode. As you go ahead and do your attack.
Yep, I'm gonna move in for the flank.
Okay, sounds good.
Get her, Chatz.
Natural 20.
Nice.
God, I hardly ever get to roll all these dice, let alone twice in a night.
Right.
Do it all the dice you can. Savage attacker and all that fun stuff.
I got it. Don't you worry.
Yeah, those are good numbers.
Fucking numbers.
Hold on. I might hyperventilate here.
Those are good numbers.
Oh my god.
Good stuff.
Look at that shit. Oh god, that's sexy.
Yeah, spread that shit.
Shit.
Oh,
Spread that shit? No.
no.
Like, don't spread that fecal matter. No.
No. It's
like, no.
Oh my god. Okay,
no hand paints here.
I don't think I've ever done this
30
much.
Sanchez?
No.
Okay, so 6 times 5 is 30. Plus 10 is 40. Plus another 12, so that's 52. Plus 8 and 6 is 14, so 52 plus 14 is
66.
66 plus
Your modifier.
7, so that is going to be 73 damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So let me double check. So I'll say during your turn, she's able to get one swipe off on you because otherwise she's not going to do anything because you're going to murder her.
She does her growl at me and I growl back.
So she like with her giant talons of fingers like slashes at you. And it's a large reach. It seems like she has. She hits you. She rolled like a 20-something to hit. So you take 14 slashing. And I need you to roll a strength save. What's up?
I'm gonna call it. There we go.
Oh.
14?
That is a failure. So, you as you get like these claws raked across your chest, you get knocked back and you're immediately like looking up at this thing and you can now see its face a little bit better. It has like sunken dark red eyes and it looks like it is about to pounce on top of you.
Chatz comes up behind it and beheads it.
Correct. But you are considered paralyzed for a round. So just give you
You're out of here.
Oh, you're gonna pull it up.
Yeah, I got it on me.
Sounds good. So as soon as she rakes across your chest and you come up and just stab her right in the back of
Skewered.
Yeah, you
Kebab.
just skewer and she is no more.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I get any temp off that. Oh, hey, that's alright. It's a little more than I had. Alright.
Bubbles.
Rogue shit, man.
It's beautiful.
Okay, so Finnick, are you doing anything now that you've she
Fireball.
Thing to do.
she is dead. You do hear the gorilla pounding sounds that seems to be coming down that wall. It seems to be getting much closer to that gate, and you guys would be able to see there is a large, very strong looking individual coming down that like right along that wall. You can't see that. You just hear like what sounds like angry grunting and the ground shaking. And your friends like Agnes, Aelor, and Bess would be starting to make their way forward with you now that Aelor is able to move. Are you heading up with them? Are you attacking any of the undead behind
Just
you?
keep going forward, I would imagine.
Okay, sounds good. Are you gonna try and like ready your action? Do you want to hold your action for when that thing comes around the?
I probably won't. No.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. So you're just going to run up and meet with them? Sounds good. So you guys all make your way up front, and Aelor is immediately going to head over to the gate and start like inspecting it to try and figure out what's wrong with it. And he looks confused. He did not roll very well. But anyway, so he's like inspecting it and like trying to figure out how this thing attaches back to the gate. And you have the 5 of you, I want to say. 5 of you, yes. Now, well, Aelor's checking out the gate. Okay, yeah, so the 5 of you. But
I guess I'm probably next to Rowan, like trying to shake him out of it.
I'm just like
so you're paralyzed until the end of your turn. So you're stuck there, and Chatz is trying to shake you awake. The were creatures that were around the entrance have been scared away, FYI, by the woman, as she was quite terrifying, as you can imagine. And at the top of the round, the horde of undead that is surrounding the biled individuals, they're just slogging away. Like you can hear, scratches and bites and growls and all that plethora of sounds coming from behind you, and then you see directly in front of you a large individual. Let me grab description again as I a humanoid, but large muscles, large forearms, their head is almost encapsulated by the muscles, because the muscles are just so big. And it's charging at you guys on its 2 large forearm fist things. It is considered a large creature. And it's just making its way directly towards that gate that you guys are at. And it's getting pretty close now. It's still on the outside, but it definitely sounds like it's about to round that corner. So you're paralyzed. What are you doing?
So am I not paralyzed?
Yes. At the end of your turn, the end of that round, your turn, you are unparalyzed. As Chatz shakes you awake, quick.
I think I'm going to seeing that he's rousing again. I'm going to get up and poke my head out of the gate just to see what's coming towards us.
Like I said, this large individual, muscly individual that you have seen before, very similar to the other gate that Kudath tackled and was fucking with.
Battering ram.
The battering ram. This thing is a beast of a man. And it definitely looks like it is ready for a fight. It looks like it's taken some damage. It's been in some scuffles. You can definitely see some bloods and cuts and scrapes and whatnot on it. But it's charging pretty quickly at you.
Okay. I think I'll use. I'm gonna take one of my holy crossbow bolts, and I'm gonna fire it at him.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, that's a dirty 20.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right. That's 11 damage.
Okay.
And then I duck back in and get away.
Okay, sounds good. So that's where are you going in relation? Are you heading back to the group? Are you heading over to where Aelor is?
I was right next to the gate, so
ducking in where Aelor is then.
Yeah, I guess
because he'd be on the west side of the gate. If you're looking outside of the town, it'd be on the right hand side. If you're over by the rest of the group, you'd be on the left hand side.
I think I'm gonna tell Aelor. Get back, get safe. Just because I don't think this thing's gonna slow down, and Aelor might just become collateral damage if he's in the way. So
okay, sounds good. Okay, sounds good. So are you heading over to him to tell him that, or are you?
Because Aelor's at the gate, right?
He's inspecting the gate that used to be there, if that makes sense.
Right, trying to figure out how to fix it.
Right, that which is over to the side.
And I was just right outside the gate, like,
Correct.
firing at this thing.
Correct.
So I go over to him, but like, get back!
Okay.
And then I'm going to use whatever motion I have, like, bonus action and movement to get, like, probably directly backwards from the gate, just to give a little, like, room when this thing inevitably breaches the gate.
Sounds good. What you doing? What you doing, Finnick?
I would assume I saw Chatz like poke his head out to like fire at something.
Yep, you definitely
I
would.
Probably follow up and see what he's
Seeing?
shooting at.
Yep, sounds good. Yep, so you poke your head out, and you would hear this thing. It's not quiet.
Yeah.
But it's a very large individual, like barreling down the side of the wall at you. So go ahead and give me a couple attacks.
That is only a 15,
Okay.
and that is a 20.
So the 15 would like just graze off of it and not do any damage, unfortunately. But the 20 does hit. It makes purchase.
It would be an 8.
Okay, sounds good. Anything else?
That's all.
Are you gonna move back to where Chatz is, or?
Yeah, if I had to like go in front, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
If I assume it's coming at us.
Yep, it's definitely coming towards you. Yep. So the rest of the group, Agnes and Bess are going to. Agnes is going to try and shoot a spell at it. I think she's going to try and. Would Guardian of Faith work in this? Yeah, she's gonna run up to the gate, like that was previously there. That's now completely gone, and she's gonna cast Guardian of Faith, I think, which is just like large, spectral guardian. It would just be, I'm just gonna say it's a bunch of hands that like are, they're like disembodied hands, like they're large, and they're all
Agnes
just
get
wanna
ready
rope
to
you.
throw hands.
yeah. And they're all
Title of
like
the episode, throwing hands.
they're all entangled with this red cord. So you see just a 10-foot cube, right? Any creatures within space within 10 feet of the Guardian. So yeah, it's an occupied space around her. And it's just like guarding the gate a little bit to potentially, I mean, you guys would probably have seen this, you know, it's going to do some potentially radiant damage to the thing, blah, blah, blah. So it's going to hurt it, protect you guys. So she throws that up, and she just yells, "Everyone get back! This thing's going to hit like a shipwreck." And as soon as she says that, Bess runs out and says, "Get out of the way!" As Bess is going to try and like stab it with her polearm.
Mm-hmm.
So
Stabby.
she definitely stabs it for some good damage. Let's roll. Let's do. Okay. And Aelor is gonna he's gonna make another roll to try and figure out how to fix this thing. Oh, God, he is rolling horribly.
Come on, smart guy.
He's taking out some tools and trying to try and use the wrong, you would be close by, you would see he's using the obviously wrong tool, but he's so distraught and nervous that he doesn't know what he can do. So he's trying to fiddle with that. Okay.
The other blacksmith across town was much better, but he was not as brawny and died in the hoard.
I mean, there's only one in town, but sure, yes. Anyway, so
That we know of.
right. So now you guys are being attacked by this large tank-like individual. But we're gonna jump back to you guys.
So is that a no for cards then, Duke, or?
I said I'm down for cards. I mean, do you have some cards? I don't have any.
I don't either. Maybe Bryce does. I'll go check behind the bar. Are there any cards back here?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
4.
4 total.
4.
You start digging around back there. You see several clean glasses, but you do not find any cards, unfortunately.
I'll grab 3 glasses and a bottle of liquor.
Okay, sounds good.
I leave a gold piece on the table.
Okay. Are you grabbing wine? Are you grabbing beer? What are you grabbing?
Wine.
Okay, sounds good. So you grab a bottle of wine and 3 glasses. And Rosemary gives you a look like...
There's no cards. There's only liquor. We're in a bar.
Yeah, I thought you were looking for cards.
I only found liquor.
So
I paid for it. Don't worry.
Okay, well... After you...
I pour everybody a drink.
I grab my set of playing cards and just throw it at the center.
Wow, you had cards this whole time?
Yes.
What?
You really are the strong, silent type, aren't you? I bet my mother was attracted to you.
I don't
Start
know.
shuffling the cards.
So, and she looks over to the wine that you haven't opened yet, and she sees you shuffling cards. So, is that a no for the wine?
Oh, right.
or-
Okay. I put the cards down, and I open the wine.
Okay.
And then I pour some wine, and I give everybody a wine glass, and then I go back to shuffling the cards.
Okay, so she...
I just have to ask real quick, Meta Shield down, does Sapphire also shuffle the cards weird like you do?
Yeah.
How do you shuffle the
She
cards?
knows only one way to do it, and it's wrong.
It's like this.
This.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Instead of bridging like this.
Right, you
it's
bridge
like
up.
this.
Yeah,
So-
I need more
like-
support on the top than on the bottom.
Oh. I mean, you gotta support the top and the bottom, really.
Yeah. So I start
Eric
shuffling.
didn't even get that. That's okay.
I start
I did not
shuffling the
listen.
cards weird.
Anyway.
Okay, who wants to teach me how to play poker?
You don't know how to play poker, and she
You
just like...
wanted to play this, and you don't know how?
Yeah.
She sips her wine, and she says, you don't know how to play poker?
No.
You've traveled the world. How have you not played poker?
Well, I mostly just got drunk and fucking my mother. Oh no. Oh no.
No, I think she knew how to play.
Yeah, well, she played cards, won, got free booze, and then had sex with everybody. I skipped the card part.
Okay.
It's been an interesting life. So who's gonna teach me how to play poker?
Do you know how to play poker?
I've picked it up.
Where?
Have you not noticed that I carry a lot of weapons? You travel with enough soldiers, you're bound to learn something.
I traveled with soldiers. They didn't teach me how to play poker. I mean, never mind. I was gonna make a dirty joke.
Why didn't you? I mean, I made a dirty joke earlier.
Well, Finnick always blushes and gets uncomfortable when I make dirty jokes. I understand that he's not here, but I've started to change my dialect to make him more comfortable.
What do you mean he's not here? Oh, Rowan?
No, Finnick.
Oh, Finnick.
Yeah.
Sorry, I get you guys confused.
Rowan's your cousin.
Yeah, I know. I don't see him very often.
Finnick's a were creature.
And I see a lot of those around here.
Rowan punches people.
Yeah,
I'm not attracted to Rowan.
okay.
I
Now
don't
you're just
know how
naming
that
things
helps.
about your friends. I mean,
None of that helps her.
They look nothing alike.
you all look alike to me.
Oh, that is confusing, actually. I mean, I can understand
Duke has
struggling
a snoot.
with, like beings.
She's
but-
joking. You can, I mean, she's not trying to hide it. Like, you obviously don't
Nope,
look alike.
Sapphire's that dense.
Well, you all obviously look alike.
No. look like?
You know, they say as couples are together longer, they start to look a lot alike with each other, and I can see that with Duke and Chatz.
You mean the Dragonborn looks like the Tabaxi?
The personalities are starting to meld, yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
You know, they're both old and crotchety and want
Right.
to fight.
Right.
No, things
Well, I
like
mean-
that just come with experience.
Chatz is out there fighting, I think. We haven't heard from him in a while, but
Can we still hear from them? They haven't talked in our minds in it much recently.
I mean, I can cast a spell again, but it would only be the three of us that could hear it.
Well, that's not very helpful.
I mean, they're not here. What do you want from me?
Are they dead?
I mean, I could send a message.
Can you like...
Do you want me to burn another...
Can you, like, look into the magical sphere and see them?
Who do you think I am? I'm not a wizard.
I don't know how magic works.
You cast magic.
I cast some magic, but it's all, like, my magic. It's different than your magic. It's not the same magic, you know? Because you're a cleric. It's like how Duke's magic isn't the same as our magic, because I don't think he still understands that he's doing magic.
Yeah, I mean, I assumed he figured it out by now.
I don't think that he
Understand
has.
some.
Every time something happens, he looks really confused.
Like when you made a bunch of flumps appear?
Yeah, like, he looked really... We were all kind of confused, but you'd think that the person who made it happen would know and have planned it. Because I'm not confused when suddenly Rowan's faster because I've casted haste on
Okay,
him.
you usually have to actually do something to cast the magic.
I mean, there is such thing as wild magic. I mean, that's a thing that
Well, I've never...
I've encountered that on my travels. I've met some sorcerers that...
I think I ended up in the Feywild once, and it was kind of like that.
Mm,
I was never very long. It was weird.
I'm surprised you remembered it.
Why are
I
you
am
not
too.
dealing the cards?
She doesn't know. She doesn't know.
Okay, how
she
many
doesn't know how to
cards
deal
do you
with
get?
cards.
What type of poker are you playing?
Exactly.
I don't know.
You're not.
You're supposed to be teaching me how to play.
So over the
I
course.
think Go Fish might be easier.
Over the course of this conversation and her trying to learn how to play poker, you do get your short rest in.
Woo!
So go ahead and roll some hit die and whatnot. We do not.
Okay, one more question for you about the cleric thing.
Yeah.
Can you raise people from the dead? I know you can, because I've seen you do it. But who have been dead for X amount of time, X being an undetermined amount, before they got put in a weird, timeless palace black hole?
Before she's been Snow Whited.
Before she's been snow.
Yeah, that.
Well, if they've been dead longer than gotta read things 10 days.
Hey, how long was Mom dead before you shoved her into your hole? That doesn't
5
sound-
minutes.
Just because her body is in stasis or whatever you want to call it, doesn't mean her spirit is.
Well, I don't know how his weird time thing works.
I mean, I can definitely try. I mean, you can't force a spirit into a body. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, I know. I know. Mother's been raised at least 7 times from the dead.
Ooh, the more it happens, the harder it gets to be.
That's what Isaac said the first 2 times.
I would put her at least 10.
I said 7
Yeah.
because she died 5 times with you. So Chatz told me.
I was going to say, how would you know that?
I think Chatz told me.
Oh, okay.
I think it was more than that, but
Did you keep track? Out of character?
Yeah, I think it was 5 times. I think she died 5 times.
God.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, you know, it's just Mother was a very talented musician, and I feel like she might be helpful to us right now.
I can imagine. Did you roll hit die?
yeah. I had already rolled it in case you gave it to me. So I just kept track of it.
Gotcha. So as you are trying to learn how to play Go Fish now, you do hear a small rustling from behind you guys. But as you turn around and look at Kudath's body, he's still there, still tied up. He definitely does start moving a bit.
Oh, I walk over to him and I stab him with an arrow.
No, For fuck's sake.
That's what she's gonna do it. Do it.
I will
Okay.
stop her.
Oh, are you gonna try and hold her back?
Yes.
He's
Okay.
moving. He moved.
That's fine.
Well, we don't want him to move.
Ugh.
He's probably strong enough to break out of these in this form.
And that's where we're gonna go to break. Thanks for tuning in to Campaigns of the Plains channel. Catch new material every Friday on YouTube and make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Now, on with the show. And welcome back. We will pick up back in the tavern where you guys noticed that Kudath's body started to move.
Just stab him. He's not gonna die if you
No.
just stab him once. We don't want him to wake up.
Ugh.
Also, he's probably taking constant damage because he's got that metal knuckle in his... Can I stab him?
No, hold on. I didn't have to look. You know what? Yep. Okay. No, we're not going to kill him because
I didn't say kill him, I said stab him.
that might kill him.
Non-lethally stab him.
He's not going to get out of this.
Non-lethally
He's
smack him
stuck
in the
with
back of the
that
head.
silver in his mouth.
Just knock him out then. He's strong. He could break out of the binding.
How are you doing?
As you guys are talking and you look over at him, you see his form starts to shrink as he is no longer in the moonlight, and therefore he is no longer hulking out.
Well, you should
And
probably tie him back up
So his
again.
body is starting to loosen around his bindings as well as around his mouth.
I'm going over to him and I'm making sure that the bindings stay.
Okay. I mean,
I pull my bow and arrow out and aim it towards him while Duke is doing that, just so he knows not to fuck around.
I mean, he's definitely not focusing on you. He's focusing on this as he's like grumbling and like trying to break free as you're tightening his fastening, and he's just you can have to tell he's trying to make words. He can't say anything, obviously.
He's hogtied, isn't he?
I am making sure that the arms are behind his back, and I'm at least also binding those that are around his legs and his wrists.
I was like, he's backwards, basically in a U shape.
I'll make sure that he's able to at least sit comfortably. I'm not
He doesn't need to be
a
comfortable.
monster. You have to be better than those that commit the evil.
Those that commit the evil would have just murdered him. He's alive. That's pretty decent of us.
It's actually worse to keep them alive in terrible conditions than it is to kill them.
As you're tightening his bindings, you definitely notice he's trying to fight you a little.
Hey, buddy. Do you really want to get shot in the face with this?
He is not like he doesn't. He's not really able to answer you, but he's definitely
I'm
still.
just trying to get him to notice me that I'm pointing a weapon at him.
I mean, he's more focused on this one.
So, once I'm done, I'll kind of pat him on the shoulder. Now, you don't want to try too hard. You might upset your dear Lord Baphomet.
I mean, he definitely like grumbles at that, and he's still fighting at the bindings.
Just knock him out.
What are you doing?
It's more decent to us if he's asleep.
He
So look, he's agreeing. He wants to take a nap.
didn't shake his head. he's just mumbling. He can't talk.
I'll use my telepathic speech on him.
Okay, what are you saying?
In here, you can speak to me. We're not removing the silver, but if you've got something to say, go ahead and do it now.
Release me now before I rip you to shreds, you pathetic, insolent little dragon piece of shit offspring. He's just gonna start cussing you out. I can just keep talking, but he is livid.
I have to cut you off there. Not a dragon, nor we their offspring. Also, Are you really going to talk that way to the harbinger of your dear Lord Baphomet?
So remember, he recognizes your voice.
Yeah.
Like you're not hiding anything.
Mhm.
So I mean, he knows that you're talking to him.
Yeah.
So he
I'm
doesn't.
hoping he connects the dots and realizes he was a fucking idiot before.
I mean, he definitely is not a bright individual, from what you can tell. So you don't pick up the fact that he's understanding what you're trying to put down. He just looks angry that you're trying to impersonate somebody. Are you cutting the link, or are you still letting him talk to you?
I'll give him a couple more words.
He would continue to say, like, release me from this, or I will murder you and everyone you know, and make sure your life is a living hell. Like, I will come
There's
at you.
nothing you can do that hasn't already been tried or done to me.
I kind of look over at Rosemary and I go,
You know, he's quite boring.
they've been staring at each other really intently. Should we, like, give them some space or something?
I mean, I'll go if you want to. Although I don't really want to go upstairs with it,
I have a pillow fort. We can close the...
Oh my god.
We're really quiet.
I'm not quiet.
I'm not quiet either.
Oh,
Could you just earmuffs?
You definitely, as you're telepathically talking to him, you definitely would see the bindings are starting to loosen a little bit more. He's
Could you
definitely
please
still
just
he's still fighting.
give him on the back of it.
You had a chance.
Like he's like going for his chin with his. Well, no, he's behind. So like he's like going at like the ground, trying to get the binding off of his mouth.
It's unfortunate. You had a chance to redeem yourself, and you decided to hell with that.
I mean,
Although I suppose that's where you want to go. Maybe you should take a longer nap. Well, if you've got nothing better to say, I think we'll just leave you for more rest.
okay. He's still going.
I'm breaking the link, and then I'll give him a good sleeper hold.
Okay. So are you doing any damage to him, or are you just trying to knock him out?
I'm just knocking him out.
Just non-lethally punch him in the face.
Oh no, this will be a little bit easier, just because, like, if I punch him in the face, he might just fucking die.
Well, tell Rowan it was an accident, like that time that I...
That you shot Bryce.
How do you know I shot Bryce?
You sort of implied.
I'm
I'm
laughing.
sure
I'm laughing
it
at
was
me.
She looks at Rosemary like, can he read my mind?
I don't know.
No, but I could, well...
So
I
just
don't
tell
need
him-
to read your mind.
So just tell him there was an attack and he'd accidentally attacked him. Don't lie like I do, but lie by convincingly.
That's not hard. You set a very low bar.
I know. I was all in trouble a lot as a child because I liked to do things that I shouldn't and was really bad at lying about them.
So, has he passed out yet? How long have I...
Go ahead and give me an athletics check. He's definitely gonna try and fight you. I will give him disadvantage on his athletics, but he's still a beefy boy. I have to pull up his fucking.
He's bound, so he would have or Duke would have advantage.
Well,
right?
I'm giving him disadvantage already. So
Okay.
I mean, it's semantics.
Oh, no. No. Alright. Let's see.
I mean, he rolled an 18.
I have a 20.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he's definitely fighting you back, but you're able to like get your arm right around his neck, and like he's like fighting for a bit. And as you're talking to Sapphire, he slowly like you can feel him start to slowly stop moving for a bit, and then he stops.
Well, the baby's back to sleep.
I don't understand why you just didn't do that to begin with. Why
I just
why
was
you have
hoping
to
that
stare
there
at him
might have been-
passionately for a while?
You've seen me do this before.
Because Duke's a sociopath and likes to taunt his prey.
Can you do what? Passionately stare at where creatures?
I suppose I've never done it on you. I am able to speak telepathically to people.
Okay, you're weird. Got it. You
So
can't
are
explain
you.
your magic, so it's just weird then, right?
I believe that's a different game, but
So what did he say to you when you were talking to him?
nothing of value. I was hoping he might have something, but no, he's just on some sort of rampage.
I think it'd be easier if we just killed him.
It usually is. At least 9 times out of 10 it is.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
We should respect Rowan's wishes, even though I don't agree with everything my cousin does.
I don't agree with most of the things he does. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, you don't have to agree with everything he does. Just respect his wishes. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
I'm
He doesn't
sure
want to
there's
kill
a
the
reason.
Kudath. You know, if he's not gonna be the one killing him, it'd be Duke.
true. But don't you want to let him decide? I mean,
No.
maybe you don't realize the things that Kudath has done to Rowan's family.
Oh, no, I do, which is
Rowan's
why I don't
parents and my
understand-
family, I should say.
Why don't you want to kill him? Your father's probably dead, or could be dead,
I
or
know.
missing, and it's this motherfucker's fault. Doesn't that make you angry?
We don't know that. I mean, I don't.
No, you do. You do know that.
I know that he potentially went missing because of Kudath. I don't know for a fact it was Kudath. I mean, I don't love the idea of keeping Kudath alive, obviously. I would rather kill him. But I'm not going to overstep my bounds.
But how come Rowan gets to make the decision when it's your father that he potentially got killed?
I mean, it's his uncle. We're all blood.
Yeah, but it's your father, and... Okay.
Are you trying to convince me to go against my cousin?
Yeah, just go murder Kudath.
There's also a more personal relation. The things that Kudath has done to Rowan.
That's true. I haven't been to within an inch of my life by Kudath.
More than
Yes,
once.
you have. Today, when he kicked their ass.
I mean, I'm not within an inch of my life, and you can see like she looks fucked up, but more from, you know, just the wear and tear of the day, not
And-
just from Kudath.
If anything, that would have only been one time. It was at least 3 for him.
It's true.
Which I don't understand then why he doesn't want to kill him, but you know, whatever.
Well, because Rowan is a better person.
He also didn't want to kill the necromancer in the cave.
I mean, that was a little weird, but
Or literally any other living creature that we've come across.
there was a deer, though.
There was. There was a deer.
What did he do to a
He
deer?
punched it until it died.
Interesting.
And by that, she means he punched it once in the face.
And it died.
Well, I hope that deer, you know, ran into him or something. I feel like he would
Nope,
just.
he
No.
chased it down and punched it.
That seems rather strange.
And then we ate it.
Okay. I mean, at least you didn't let it go to waste.
Oh. We didn't get to eat all of it because he punched it and destroyed some things. But
I hope they're doing okay. We haven't heard from them in a while.
Well,
I mean, I can send him a message. See, I mean, it would take a bit of energy.
how long ago has it been?
I mean, since they left,
since we lost the connection.
probably like 20 minutes or so.
Hmm.
I think you should check up on them. They could be dead. So maybe just ask them to respond if they're not dead. See how things are going.
Let me double check and see if I have any spell slots of that level. Because that's a second level, third level. Oh, sending. is 3rd level. I do have 1 spell slot left. Okay. Who should I send it to?
Maybe. Probably Rowan. Out of all of them, if things went really south, Rowan could at least get away from everything really quickly. So he's the least likely to be dead. But he's the most stubborn, so the least likely to run away. So
Chatz knows when to leave, when to get out of a bad situation.
yeah.
So,
But Chatz also knows how to get cursed and into a bad situation.
I don't know that he would have had time to get cursed.
Make a decision. Who am I talking
I would
to?
say go to Chatz.
I would say Finnick.
What? You just said Rowan. What?
Clearly,
Finnick's not
what
likely
she's
to get cursed. Finnick's more likely to run away from danger because this is in his town and it doesn't matter to him. He's just helping as Rowan asked him to.
exactly. He could have.
So
So,
if
by
they-
your logic, he could have just ran away, saying, "Well, this is a lost
If they both
cause.
died,
I've already
he
gotten
probably...
paid."
No, if they would have both died, he would have definitely left. So he would most likely be the one still alive, and he's ranged, so he would have been out of the fray most of the time.
He's sitting there chopping things with swords.
Right.
Finnick doesn't really like to get up into the fray, so far as I've noticed when we fought together. But Chatz is right up in there, and Rowan is right up in there, and they might have a more difficult time getting away.
It's fine.
So who am I talking to?
All of them.
Well, I talked to one of them. Pick one.
It's whatever Duke thinks.
Just,
Chatz?
I believe Chatz would be the best, but yes, go with Finnick.
Okay, Finnick it is. So you hear Rosemary's voice in the back of your head as you see this large creature barreling towards you. You hear, "Hey, it's Rosemary. Haven't heard from you in a while. How are things out in town? Are you all okay? Anyone dying? Send help?" 25 words.
That was
25
very
words?
good.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't think we've
Good
ever
job.
done this. I don't think we ever did the 25, really.
No.
He would say, "Send help. We are okay."
That's one word.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm doing syllables.
Send help. We are okay. So,
Yeah,
so
like-
that's 5. Yep.
Yeah. No one is dead yet. There are a lot of zombies.
A lot of zombies. That's 6 words.
Okay. So I have
There
like
are
11
lot
left, or
of zombies.
9 left.
9 left. Yep.
I don't know if I would say anything else.
Wait, is that the end?
Yeah, like-
there are a lot of zombies.
Oh, they knew we were going to the gate.
No, we didn't.
No.
Oh, yeah. With the west gate? I don't know.
South. You're on the south gate.
At South Gate.
Okay. So as soon as she gets that response back, she would be like, "They said that there's a bunch of zombies, and they're at the south gate, and that we should go help them."
Okay. I am very, very, very hurt because someone didn't get to rest earlier. So I think we send Duke.
What do you think, Duke? Do you want to go hang out with the rest of the party? They said they need help.
They're at the south gate.
Yes, they're at the south gate.
How far is that from you?
I mean, you wouldn't know the exact distance. You know, it's
I'm asking
like
her.
she wouldn't know the exact distance
Okay.
either. She doesn't like. It's not like 300 feet or something. You know what I mean? She's like, well, you go down the main thoroughfare to get to
How
town
many
square.
minutes will it take?
I don't know, couple, 3, 4, 5, depending on how fast you can go, I guess.
You're pretty fast. Ish. I can cast haste on you to get you there quicker, but you will be very tired for a little bit afterwards.
If I If I get too far away from you, does that go away?
Oh, it just lasts for a minute.
I'm not sure if it's a good idea. The fight might last longer than a minute.
You wouldn't get there before it ran out. It was to get you there quicker.
I know. I'm saying the fight may last longer.
And it might not. You might get there and find carnage.
Okay, well... do your thing.
Oh, you want me to do it? Okay.
As you're preparing, I will move enough so that I can get out.
Like moving the
Tables.
and such. So you're unbarring the door.
Okay, here's a question for you.
What
Do
you got?
you want...
I'm just writing what I would have really said in the message to see what I would have had. Like a funny thing, but...
Do you want haste or do you want protection from good and evil? It lasts for a longer period of time and things won't be able to harm you as quickly.
I mean,
or
you could
as
do
easily.
You can do both.
No, one's a concentration.
They're both
They're
concentration. Interesting. I did not know protection of good and evil concentration.
She also wasn't in any combat when she gave it to me, though. Because they were at the bar.
Oh, that's right.
Well, actually, that might be better.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you protection from good and evil then. It lasts for 10 minutes. And I also am going to give you this greater potion of healing. Just in case any... Well, yeah, I'm going to give you this greater potion of healing just in case anyone is not doing too hot out there. And I'm going to give you these black arrows. They're ice arrows. Oh, I wonder if the ice arrows will do good against undead.
Have you used them against undead previously?
Mm-mm.
So you had no idea.
No idea. I have fire arrow. I have the thunder wave arrows. I'll give you the thunder damage too. I'm gonna give you the thunder arrows. The 5 thunderclap arrows that I'm gonna say. Give these to Finnick.
Okay. Yes.
Rosemary looks at you and says, I don't have anything I can really do to help you. I'm pretty spent at the moment. I've used a lot of my energy for the day. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, girl, same.
I will, placing my hand on her shoulder, don't worry about it. You've done a lot for us already. Just whatever you have left, save it in case things get, well, worse.
Okay. I mean,
And that we'll go ahead and use it as a moment to trigger an accidental ability.
Oh.
She gains a level 1 spell slot.
Oh, cool. Well, she hasn't expended any, so she just gets an extra one? Is that?
It gains...
I mean, she could have used Cure Wounds on you, and then...
I mean, sure, I guess she can use it, and then bam.
Yeah, there you go.
Cast it for free.
Yep, cast it for free. You get a whole 7 hit points from that Cure Wounds.
Better than nothing.
I'll take 7.
So you touch her a little bit, and, her hand starts glowing for no reason, as...
Yeah, as, there's, a little spark that kind of, just jumps.
Oh, interesting. Didn't mean to do that, but I hope that helps.
Yeah, that was weird. I do feel a little better, though.
I'm glad I could inadvertently help.
All right, well...
Did you just shock therapy a spell out of her?
Did you use, a laxative on her? Spell laxative. That should be a thing. You accidentally, fart out a spell or something.
Okay, dude. Don't die.
Yeah.
Bring everyone back
Thaumaturgy.
safely.
Sounds like Breeze
I promise
to me.
if Kudath
Oh,
wakes
yeah.
up again, I'll just smack him really hard and kill him.
Grease lightning.
Okay.
Also, with that, I will
Musicals.
use my.
I know you do.
It might be the
I'll
worst.
convert my points
Really?
over to
You think so?
regain a spell slot for myself.
Cool. Okay, so you're unbarring the door, taking time.
Oh.
So she casts a spell as soon as you finish unbarring the door. Are you just running out and heading?
Yeah, I'm running in the direction that would be the south gate.
Okay, are you going to the left and down, or are you going towards the town square and down? Because in theory, you would have to backtrack if you went left, but it'd be closer to get to the edge of the city. It might be less.
I would probably
crowded.
go that way because because I don't know that people haven't gone less crazed.
Correct.
So I would probably avoid the town square, thinking that that's where there would be more people.
Right. Okay, so you start heading left and down. It's going to take you a while to get all the way to the south gate.
Double moving as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, it's probably going to take you a good portion of time, just even while you're running. Do you have anything that can enhance your speed at all that would...
No.
To kind of try and catch up?
I don't have any... no.
Okay, that's fine. So you're running that way. I will say for the most part, the thoroughfare that you're entering and the western portion of town seems pretty deserted. You start making your way southward towards the southern gate, and we'll jump back to the rest of the
You
group.
rolled a 7.
Yeah, I'm watching you roll a bunch of stuff.
Sorry, I don't know. Like, I have two things on my staff action. It's underneath the spell, like the description for the staff. It's like a d6 of extra damage, but like under my damage for just the quick thing, it's like it's actually a d8, and I'm wondering if the amulet that you gave me is messing with that code.
Oh, maybe it's possible. I don't. So. We didn't like test it or anything.
Yeah,
so
that's the thing. I think it's just being funky.
It'd be cool if I could hit this to roll a d3.
So we're back.
Yes. So top of the round.
Hit me.
Yep. So go ahead. You hear and see now this large individual like barreling towards you guys.
And Bess is in front of it because she attacked it.
Yep, she's in melee with it. Like it looks like it's probably gonna like run her over, but she ran up and started stabbing it.
I'm gonna maneuver around it so I give myself advantage.
Okay, sounds good.
And give it a few hits. That's a good thing it's advantage. 26 for the first hit.
Definitely hits.
29 for the second. And 19 for the last one.
Those all hit.
Okay. Let's see how you guys do for me. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible fucking numbers. Alright, 4, 10, 17, and 16 is 20...
Bad.
33.
Okay.
Oh, no, only 33 damage.
Yeah. Gonna go in the naughty zone here.
Well, at least that d8 roll.
Can we buy dice jails at Game Chest?
They have them.
They had a bunch of them when we were there last time. I was looking at them.
You could check out their website. They may have them on their shop.
But I want to go in there. I want to go
Well,
in
I'm
person.
just saying you could look and see what they have.
Yeah, I think they do because I think they are made by the same person that made my Tower.
Yeah.
Mm.
There was a Jumbo Gelatinous 2 one that I really wanted.
Yeah, that's really all I can do.
Okay, sounds good. So as you are coming up behind it and starting to pummel it in the back, it takes notice of you and it's going to try and swipe at you at the end of your turn. That's 25 to hit.
Yeah.
So you take 18 bludgeoning damage from that.
Damn.
Smack
Okay.
across. Yeah, this is a beefy boy.
Yummy beefy daddy.
Well, I'm sure you've seen pictures of people who are too muscly and like their body is disproportionate.
Reach their back.
Yeah,
Oh.
like that. Like
Hey,
its head is like is like surrounded by muscle. It's just like it's like a tombstone of muscle as it's like smacking around at you guys. Okay, that's the end of your turn. What are you doing?
Okay, so he's
He's currently flanked on both sides by Bess and Rowan.
Okay.
And you just saw him smack Rowan.
all right, and he's a large creature.
He is a large creature.
Could I saddle up next to one of these
Easily.
allies to give myself flanking?
Yes.
Okay. All right, attack with the rapier. Okay. So that's gonna be 28 to hit.
28 hits, yeah.
All.
Big whammies.
Two, 28 plus 7 is going to be 35 damage with my rapier.
Okay.
And for my bonus, that's going to be 26 to hit. So.
Yep, that definitely hits.
Savage attacker. Give me 6 more damage on him. Shit. I guess that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. What are you doing, Finnick?
I don't know if we were.
Yep. I was thinking about it, but we're good.
Okay.
Are you gonna stay ranged?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I will just pop off. That is a 13 will not hit, probably.
Correct. It bounces right off his hide.
That is a 14.
So yes, unfortunately, both of your attacks, just like hit his very tough hide skin and just ricochet off. Unfortunately, did you want to do any movement?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't. Is it still up? Does that even?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Sure. That is a. Ooh, I don't remember.
Pretty sure it is.
Yeah, 25, right?
Yeah, 25 hits.
So 9.
Okay, sounds good. Are you going back and like hitting it and coming back? Okay. So yeah, it gets right in the shoulder of it, and it looks like it definitely does a good chunk of damage, and it flies right back to you. Bess is going to try and attack it with advantage for a couple times. That's going to hit. That's going to hit. Not going to hit. So yeah, she like stabs it a good couple times. You can definitely tell. Chatz probably can definitely tell because he's right next to it. Because she's stabbing the front of it. It definitely doesn't seem to be doing nearly as much damage as you guys, as she just has a regular weapon. It's not magical or anything, from what you can tell. So, let's do. Aelor is going to try and figure out this gate again.
Please.
Oh yeah, much better. So none of you can see. Maybe Finnick. He seems to be like slowly working on these bits and pieces, like trying to fit things together, trying to bend things. He seems like he's having a little bit more success. Excuse me. And I think Agnes is gonna go try and help him since she realizes he's not much good. by himself, and she's gonna try and aid him, and she does not do a great job of aiding him. But she.
I think this should go there.
Yes. But
Who are you?
at the end of Agnes's turn, the big galoot is going to start smacking the ground around you guys, and like a small little crater starts to form underneath him. I need all three of you to make not you. It'd be the three Bess and these two. Make strength saves, please.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
30, 20.
Okay, you managed to save.
3.
So you take. I'll just roll it since it doesn't have average, unfortunately. Okay. You take 11 thunder damage and are knocked prone.
Yes, I am, because I'm unconscious.
Okay. So he smacks the ground and you go flying and just fall and don't get up. And so does Bess. She goes flying, and is knocked prone. You hear a as she slowly gets hit.
And Chatz jumps the shockwave and then sees his companions down and is like, oh shit.
Here I am with the beastie by itself.
Right. And you could definitely see it's definitely some of the wounds that Bess had stabbed in it definitely start to heal a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But it is now you are the only thing in melee with it. Bess got thrown back a bit. So it's gonna start wailing on you, honey.
Okay. Alright.
If he ever can hit you. That's cocked. 16 doesn't hit you, does it?
Nope.
Okay, so one of them misses. The other one definitely hits. That's a 20-something.
Yeah.
So you take 18 bludgeoning damage.
Uncanny dodge.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I can do. It did its 2 attacks and used its legendary actions before that, so we got those back. Yeah, I think it could have attacked Bess, but you're right in its face. So go ahead and Rowan, go ahead and roll your death save.
Fail.
No.
Like when you need a natural 20.
Right. I'm assuming it wasn't a 1, so it's just a single failure.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. So,
It was 7.
Chatz, with your passive, you would see, Rowan start bleeding out a bit. Like blood from the nose and from the ears.
Right.
As he's on the ground, not moving.
How is
Okay.
Trevor?
Oh, that's a good question. How is Trevor?
Laying
he's
motion. Already kind of bloody, but he's laying motionless.
Right, yeah. So what are you doing, Chatz?
I am using my bonus action to disengage.
Okay, sounds good.
He's the opposite of us, right?
Mhm.
So I'm circling around Beastie, dodging between, I'm assuming, like, grabs and whatever.
Yep, he's definitely trying to go for you, but you're right in his peripheral where his muscles are blocking his vision.
Right, because
He can't turn his head.
Correct.
Yeah.
He has to turn his entire body in order to see you.
Yeah, he worked on his shoulders, his lats, his deltoids a lot, and skipped leg day, obviously.
Definitely.
So,
He definitely skipped leg day.
right.
Oh.
A cardinal sin.
Mhm.
Anyway, I get to
Mm-hmm.
Rowan, and I am going to, uncork a potion and shove it down his mouth.
Okay.
So he is going... Hold on. I want to see if this feature counts.
For what?
Because I have a feature that...
It's probably healing spell, not healing
Well, let me read
potion.
it first.
Because it's a death cleric.
Yes, you could be right, but...
I'm guessing it's healing magic, not...
Yeah, with healing spells. Okay.
Yep.
Just double checking.
That's totally fair.
Because that could make or break us. So.
I agree. That's totally fair.
All right, so potion. That's a D. I
2d6 plus 6.
It was just a regular healing, right? 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 4.
Plus 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's always
Yeah,
the
no.
number of dice. The +2 is the number of dice you roll.
Mhm.
Oh,
I learned that the other day watching Critical Role.
Oh, I did not know.
So it's like 4d plus 4, or it's
That's
2d plus
shitty,
2.
but you're up. So it's 4 health.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I rolled ones. Yeah.
It just dribbles out my mouth instead, mostly.
You almost choke on it, like
So,
asphyxiate on the potion.
I think, so let's see, to get around the creature, it would be most of my movement, probably.
You have quite a bit of movement, don't you?
I have 30 feet of movement, usually.
I mean, it would probably, like, he's 15 feet away, so you'd have to get, like, probably 15 to get around him. So you probably moved 30 feet to get to Rowan.
Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab him and, well, can I try and drag him with the rest of my movement?
How much movement do you have?
Well, however...
Be half movement for dragging.
Yeah, but
half
how much movement do you have?
Well, I'll use my feline agility.
Okay, where are you going?
Basically back towards the gate to try and get him away from this creature.
So you'd have 15 feet of movement, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can
Roughly.
so creatures here, you can go around him to try and, like, skirt around his reach. You did see he has quite a bit of reach, so you probably would want to steer clear if you were trying to do that. So, I mean, you probably can skirt around him. At least you'd probably be, like, parallel with him or perpendicular to him.
Okay.
Because it's 15 feet because you're dragging him.
I think instead Chatz would want to pull him just directly wherever Rowan is, directly away from this beast.
So towards the
to
woods.
give him a little bit of a buffer so that he can get to his feet and whatever he's gonna do.
Sounds good. So you
and I've disengaged, so
yeah, you're fine.
Yep.
So you pull him away, but that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. What are you doing? So
Okay.
you saw a bunch of your friends go flying.
Yep.
Are you just attacking?
Yep. I saw that Chatz is dealing with Rowan, so he will just keep. I will send the sword. That's a 19.
That hits.
Okay. It's 8. And then I will just fire off 2 shots.
Okay.
19
That hits.
and like 27.
Yep, that hits.
Okay.
What kind of damage are you doing? Like magic?
This is
it
I
ice?
believe it's lightning.
Okay.
I don't remember if it was lightning or fire. To be honest, it's been.
I know it's been a while.
sessions. I want to say it was lightning.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure it was lightning.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So that would the first one would be 12, and then 15.
So as you're carving into this thing with your ranged rapier, right? The flying sword is that? Is
Oh
it
yeah,
rapier?
yeah.
Ranged rapier, and then you're laying into it. It definitely looks pretty hurt. Like this thing has taken quite the brunt of damage, but it's still pretty pissed off. It's going to smash directly. Sorry, did you want to do any more movement?
No.
Okay, you're just gonna hang back. Okay, so it's gonna like smash directly into Bess and like start pummeling her into the ground. Because she's.
Really like her, right?
I mean, you just met her.
No.
Yeah, I just met you, and this is crazy. But yeah, he just starts pummeling her into the ground. She looks like, from your perspective, she looks like she's getting pretty fucked up. Yeah, that's what he does at the end of her turn. Bess is gonna try and stand up, and she looks like she has to like pull herself up with her polearm. She looks like she's on death's door. But she's gonna try and poke at the big boy again.
Respect.
Like she definitely
She can do this all day.
right. At least she thinks she can. Couple of those hit. So she she stands up and she like goes in for a couple, and she just goes wide on this large creature somehow. But she manages to make some purchase in a couple of them, and do some more damage. And this thing just gets pissed that she just keeps stabbing at its muscles. Aelor is gonna keep trying to figure out like how to fix this thing, and he's slowly working on fixing it. He rolled pretty well. Agnes is gonna look back at you and say, how's that going? Because she can't see currently because she's helping. What's going on? Do they need me?
Yeah, he's still up. Get down there. Do something.
So she runs back and sees that Bess looks pretty fucked up, and she is gonna cast. Let's see if she has a spell I can throw at her. I think. She is going to do another Mass Cure Wounds for everybody. This is her last one, though. So that is... Let's roll some d8s. Oh, that's not great. 12 plus 4 is 16. So everyone gets 16 health. And she says that's all I can really do at the moment. And Finnick would see that Aelor is making progress on this gate. Like he obviously has figured out some things he can do. He definitely is not strong enough to lift this thing. Like he is making repairs to it, but he's kind of looking around at the rest of you who are gone now. And he looks over at you and he's like, "Hey, can your friends help me lift this?"
We're gonna kill this thing first.
Okay.
And then maybe.
And like you can definitely tell
A little busy.
He's like buckling under the pressure. He's definitely having some troubles. But what the fuck was that?
It happens. Don't worry about it.
Anyway.
The bodies at the
Right. Okay, so that's the end of their turns. So it is now his turn. So he's gonna heal a little bit. And he's gonna smack into Bess. We'll see if she lives.
She has 16 health.
Survive.
He would have done another ground pound before it was his turn. Because he only...
Are we just fighting Donkey Kong?
Yes. No.
That's what I imagined as the...
He did say he was...
Oh, that's
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Oh, she made her save. So she did not take any damage or get knocked prone. So that's good. But he's just gonna wail on her.
Yeah. I'm excited.
18,
Yeah,
18 and 19,
It
definitely.
looks like a thing.
So yeah, he like smacks her right in the chest, and she, and then he uppercuts her, and she goes flying, like a rag doll. She smacks the ground and skids, and she is not moving. And as soon as he does that, he looks over and sees Agnes, and if you remember, she had the Spirit Guardians up. He just bolts directly at her and tries to smack into her, and I believe it's a con save. Let me double check, because he's gonna get hit by the Spirit Guardians as he enters her area. Wisdom saving throw.
He's gonna catch some hands.
Yeah, he is.
It's time.
Was it Spirit Guardians or was it?
No, it was
Guardian of
Guardian
Faith.
of Faith.
That's what it was. It's a deck save. Ooh, they definitely gonna fail.
She gave it to us all. Oh, cool.
Did you miss the
Yep.
16? Okay.
I certainly did.
You guys are like full now, right?
Definitely. So you see as the
No.
you see as these hands like start wrapping around him and like and twisting him up, and he definitely looks like he's pretty fucked up just from that. And he like roars and starts like smacking the ground and the walls around him, and he looks pissed and on death's door. Like, he's bloodied. He is having difficulties, like, understanding what he can do at this point. He looks pissed off. But that's the end of his turn. So it's Rowan's turn. What are you doing? You're prone currently.
Yeah, I'm standing the fuck up.
Okay, sounds good.
And wiping the blood off my mouth. And then I'm running over to him.
Okay, sounds good.
I should still have the movement for it.
You definitely do.
I'm going to hit him a bunch of times.
Sounds good. Go ahead.
But if Agnes is on the other side, I'm going to put her on the other side, so...
She wouldn't be in melee with him.
Is there anybody in melee? Like,
no.
Alo or...
No, they're farther away because she put the Spirit Guardians of Faith at the gate, and they're behind the gate where the gate was. So it's like a barrier there that he ran into and got hit.
All of these then. 16 at the lowest.
16 just hits.
Okay, so all three of those will hit. Let's see who is going to play nice today. I choose you. God dang. 4, 8, 16, 17, 33.
Nope. So you see as you're pummeling into its back, it's like punching a sponge just from all of the meat's muscle in him, and like he starts to go limp for a second, and then he tenses up and he just like falls over, like, and it's like, I'm trying to think of a good analogy of this gigantic meat flesh thing just like smacking the ground and like reverberating the entire area around him.
The cave troll in Lord of the Rings.
I was gonna say Harry Potter, but yeah,
that works.
like troll in the dungeon, like yep.
Combined with a half rotten tomato, just a little splat.
Definitely, like because he's just covered in blood from
his tiny head.
Right,
it's just the tiny head that pops like a ripe tomato.
But he definitely looks like he's down from the count. So
I do that Bruce Lee thing and then just give him another kick.
And he, like, you're just kicking, flesh at this point.
Oh,
like,
I know.
But you're currently out of combat.
I run back through the door and I'm like, fix the fucking gate.
And as you're saying that, like, you can definitely tell the pressure's starting to get to Alor. Like, he's like freaking out. Can
I help in any way?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me an intelligence check to try and understand what you need to do to fix this thing. And does anyone else want to be doing anything to help?
Okay. 14.
Yeah, I'll say you're able to identify like some broken parts that need to be fixed and some hinge, like where the hinge goes and all these different pieces. You're able to at least point them out to him so that you can help him along the way.
Okay. Calm down. Just bend that back in. This is all behind a porcelain mask, mind you,
right?
Because I've been under disguise this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Bend that back. Get the pin. You're gonna have to find a replacement pin. I'm just trying to coach him.
Right. So you're able to at least guide him. Mm-hmm. Also, he'll get advantage on his intelligence check, which is good. He is able to identify the places that you're talking about and try and fix some of those. It looks like the gate is starting to make its shape back, as a lot of things were bent out of place, but he's been taking time to fix those. But you would know that this thing is going to be really fucking heavy. Mm-hmm. What are you guys doing?
Can I run over to Bess?
Yeah.
And
she's still down. She's not breathing.
Can I see if I can stabilize her?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Which I don't think I'm very good at, but...
What is your medicine?
That's a good question. I have it's 0.
I have a +3 if you want to help me out.
Okay.
Are you heading over there?
I didn't know she was still down.
Yeah, she got pummeled.
I guess I could spare the dying to her.
I mean, Agnes would probably be tending to her as well. But go ahead and roll medicine.
Were you going to, because you're...
I mean, you can aid each other or roll independently. It's up to you.
You just punch her and she dies. Try to give her like CPR and crush her chest. It was a 5.
Right.
Yeah, it's also a 5.
So Agnes sees that you guys are trying to help.
Oh, you're cute.
And
Intentions.
and she looks at you and both she mutters under her breath,
Let me do it.
and she just reaches down and casts Cure Wounds on her. And as soon as she
No,
does,
that was the next thing I was gonna do.
Crush his nasty lettuce.
she casts Cure Wounds, and Beth just like you can see the breath fill her lungs, as she's still bleeding profusely, but she manages to stand up with the help of her polearm.
I'll also give her a hand up with her other free hand.
And she gladly takes it, and she looks at you and nods, and looks over at Agnes and kind of scowls at her. But she stands up and starts hobbling towards the gate.
All right. This is probably going to take a bit of doing
Maybe,
on this
right?
part. While we have a moment, we should all sounded like you gentlemen sounded like you needed a big help with straightening something out.
This gate is far too heavy. We're going to have
All of us here.
yes, every hand available to push it back into place.
Let's get to it. Now that we're all conscious.
Okay, so I think what I want to do, I want to I have a grappling hook and rope.
Mhm.
I want to somehow fashion that to the top of the gate,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna climb the wall with my claws and get up there, and then I think try and I think I would holding the rope drop down on the other side of the wall to kind of make a pulley, and then get the others to help me pull down on the rope.
Right, because you would not be heavy enough to pull it yourself.
Right.
So we'll say over the course of 5 minutes or so, you start to fashion this pulley system to try and lift this thing, and you would all see probably a huffing and puffing Dragonborn that you immediately recognize as Duke start running down the wall on the western portion as you guys are fiddling with the gate. And so you run up and you see from a distance your comrades messing with the gate. No undead or anything around them, with a couple new people that you don't recognize, that they're not attacking them or anything. They just happen to be standing nearby.
Where did our guards go that were following? Did they just go out into the...
They were helping the werewolves that were being swarmed.
Oh, gotcha.
So I mean, there still is a horde that's currently just
Not that
attacking them.
Because I'm sure we probably see more zombies that are slowly approaching the gate.
You don't see any more coming in, actually.
Oh,
It
wow.
seems to be the majority of the horde has made its way in, or it's attacking a different portion of town. You don't know. But this southern entrance doesn't seem to be being swarmed anymore.
Well, we still need to get it fixed.
So, Duke, what are you doing as you're running up to them?
Welcome.
Yeah. Well, Rosemary said you needed help.
Yes, 5 minutes ago.
It takes some time to get here.
She's spying on us.
Not Rosemary. Well, Rosemary asked Finnick for if you needed help. He said yes.
All right.
Just push on your side of the door.
Okay.
I'm also going to pry up with my crowbar, which gives me advantage on strength checks.
Yeah. So, anyone who wants to try to lift this gate, go ahead and give me strength checks.
Is it laying on the ground?
Yes.
And I hooked it So it's down here. I hooked it. I climbed the wall, and I have a rope over the wall to use it like a pulley to pull it up.
Mm-hmm. So you guys can try to line it to where it can shift into place.
That's my grand plan.
Yeah. Can I use my sword to, like, get underneath and, like, use it as leverage?
It's a magical sword, so it's not going to break, so yes.
Okay. Do you have advantage?
Because he has a crowbar.
I have advantage because I have a crowbar.
Oh, right.
Crowbars are always handy.
Okay.
Which is super handy because I got a whole 15.
Okay. What'd you get?
Natural one.
Aw. What'd you get?
7.
You said a strength
Strength
check.
Strength check, yep.
18.
So, Chatz unfortunately lets go of the rope as he's on the other side, and Duke will say catches the rope before it completely falls down. So you land and you take 5 fall damage as you smack the ground, like right next to the big galoot that you just killed, and like you're stunned there for a second from the fall damage as you fall off the wall. But you manage to try again and finagle it into there so you can keep the gate closed. So you successfully put up the previously destroyed gate. It definitely looks like it's pretty bent into shape. Like it might hold, you don't know. But for now, it seems like it's good.
Probably keep the shamblers out.
Yes, for sure.
At the very least.
It's more protection than we had 15 minutes ago.
And as you say that, you guys immediately take note of the clouds that were previously covering the moon have shifted away. And so I need all 3 of you who are infected with lycanthropy to make another con save. What'd you get?
7.
Okay.
7.
17.
Oh. I was like, at one point I was like,
7.
lucky.
So, you guys finish putting the gate back up, and you're like getting yourself dusted off and ready to head out, and the clouds part, and you immediately shift into a werewolf, and you immediately shift into a werefox. And you look at all your friends. You manage to hold that burning rage in because you're used to the burning rage. You're
I
able
know what it's like to be angry.
You're able to keep it in. But both of you immediately look at each other and then you look at your party and you just grab your weapons, and that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Meanwhile, Rosemary and I are toasting some wine. We got rid of the boy.
Right? Like you're going to Clam Town.
Going to Beaver Bay.
Beaver Bay, yeah.
Oh, Beaver Bay.
No idea that our friends are in grave peril.
Right.
Well, you do. You just don't care.
Right, sure.
What did I do to help them? How did we know that they would turn on each other?
What are the odds?
I want to know what Duke would turn into.
Werewolf, because he was bit by a werewolf.
Because it was a werewolf.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I feel like Duke would actually, like, have a panic attack because fur?
Right? Oh, yeah.
Mm.
I mean, depending on...
It was...
If you...
Like,
I feel like this
humans
happened...
have hair.
Right.
I feel like
Dragonborn
this actually
are
happened
scales.
in Barovia when you got polymorphed into something.
Oh, yeah. I think you got polymorphed into something with fur, and you're like, what is this fur? What is this?
There probably was some, like, panic. Like, what the fuck?
What's this fucking fur?